Nation's pursuit of criminal illegal aliens in America's cities rolls on and may be headed next to the Gulf Coast.
Sources tell AP 250 federal border agents are set to descend on New Orleans in the coming weeks for a 2-month immigration crackdown. Dubbed Swamp Sweep, the operation aims to arrest some 5,000 people across southeast Louisiana and Mississippi. The plan includes agents fanning out across neighborhoods and commercial hubs, with staging sites planned at the FBI field office and a nearby naval base. The deployment's expected to begin in earnest on December 1st. It's the latest in a series of rapid-fire immigration crackdowns unfolding nationwide. I'm Ben Thomas.
Although he calls the Jeffrey Epstein matter a Democrat hoax, President Trump says he will sign a bill ordering the Department of Justice to release all files on the late convicted sex offender. President says he's been interviewing some very good people for the top job at the Federal Reserve.
The president has made no secret that he'll be replacing Fed Chair Jerome Powell next year, and he says he's already reviewing a list of candidates.
We have some surprising names, and we have some standard names that everybody's talking about.
The president said his first choice for the Fed was Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent, but he declined the job. Greg Clugston, the White House.
What was once considered a near certain cut in interest rates next month now looks more like a coin toss. Federal Reserve officials sharply disagree over the economy's health and whether stubborn inflation or weak hiring represents a bigger threat. Target's third-quarter profits tumbled, raising fresh questions about how the struggling retailer will fare over the upcoming holiday shopping season. On Wall Street, Dow futures are up 86 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Dennis Prager here for AmFed Coin and Bullion. I've always been a strong believer in precious metals investment, and I've always been fascinated with rare coin collecting. But owning the wrong coins that only make dealers a lot of money can be catastrophic for your investment portfolio. AmFed Coin and Bullion specializes in taking people out of non-performing coin portfolios and turning them into gold, silver, or platinum bullion. They tailor a portfolio based on your goals and not what they want to sell you. You'll never experience scare tactics, misleading hype, or high-pressure sales from owner Nick Grovich and his very knowledgeable staff. They will evaluate your portfolio, show you how your coins have performed, and take the time to educate you on the ugly industry practices so that you can make an informed decision. Smart people can make very bad investments when they're under pressure and lack the facts. Call 800-221-7694. That's 800-221-7694. AmericanFederal.com.
A large-scale Russian drone and missile barrage has pounded a western Ukrainian city, killing 20 people, including 2 children. Here's BBC's Jonathan Head.
470 one-way attack drones fired from Russia, 48 missiles fired from Russia, focused, it seems, on western Ukraine, and that strike on apartment blocks in Ternopil, we know, has caused a large number of civilian casualties, including children. It is the biggest attack on that city of about just over 200,000 people in western Ukraine since the start of the war.
Indonesian authorities have raised the alert for the Mount Semeru volcano to the highest level after a series of eruptions. The volcano lies on the country's most densely populated island. Earlier today, the volcano in East Java province unleashed avalanches of hot ash, rock, lava, and gas. News and analysis at townhall.com. If you're planning on going somewhere for Thanksgiving, looks like you'll have plenty of company both on the roads and in the air.
Nearly 82 million Americans are set to travel between November 25th and December 1st. That's 1.6 million more than last year, once again breaking a new record for domestic travelers. That's according to AAA. The majority of Thanksgiving travelers will hit the roadways, but almost 6 million are set to take to the skies to reach their destinations. Confident the past government shutdown roadblocks are a thing of the past.
Correspondent Bill Alexander. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has signed a proclamation declaring the Council for American Islamic Relations a foreign terrorist organization. The proclamation prohibits the group, members, and affiliates from buying or acquiring land in the state. The council argues the proclamation is legally and factually baseless and that the governor lacks the authority to unilaterally declare the group a terrorist organization. More on these stories, townhall.com.
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The devil listen, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning, one and all. Welcome to Mornings with Mike Winters. I am he. That would be me, Mike Winters. Happy rainy Wednesday?
Yeah. Kind of. It's always interesting to me because I don't sense it because I keep my curtains pretty down and blacked out, so I don't really know much of what's happening outside until you hear just a little pitter patter. That's what I woke up to this morning, was just a little pitter patter. It was nice.
Yeah, I was. I had no idea either, and then I went into the bathroom. It was around 5 a.m. And that's when I heard that's rain. I was like, I thought it was supposed to rain till like tonight. Get back and I look at the weather forecast and they pushed it all up. It's like a 40% today and 60% tonight, and tomorrow a good chance too. So
welcome to wetness.
This is good.
Yes.
I think it'll be kind of a smattering today. Like we'll get some here this morning, and maybe it'll probably lay low for this afternoon, and then rain picking back up tonight, possibly.
It's a tough time to be a leaf right now. I mean, you spend your whole, springtime's nice, you're born into the world, you're enjoying, summertime's rocking, you got the warmth hitting you on the back. Then fall comes along, and it's like an all-out assault on your entire life. The winds are just whipping you around, rain drenching you, weighing you down, forcing you out of the one home you've known your whole life.
That's true. That's true.
And down onto the harsh ground. I was just driving around this morning, and I just noticed, under every tree there was just like a pile of freshly fallen leaves.
Well, now
because they got
nice
weighed down.
Damp.
Yep.
So, but it'll start fermenting or whatever. All that. Yeah, I know. I remember like when I was a kid, like they would, like I remember my dad, like he had us just put all the grass clippings like in this pile in the corner of the yard there, because we had like kind of a wooded yard,
right?
So you could kind of do stuff like that, So we cut the grass, but those piles of grass, you go back there and then, oh man, the smells that would come out of those piles and the life that would come out of those piles. Like, you sure he doesn't want to leave these there? Oh, he never mulched anything with it. I never saw anything. Right. All I saw was those things decompose and just go back to the earth at some point.
We're making compost. No, we're not. You're just being lazy.
Right. Well, and it makes sense, because at the end of the day, why are you bagging up all your grass when you got all these woods you could throw it in over here, Right?
You could carpet the forest with all of your fresh clippings. Yeah. Now, I have heard, and I've mentioned this before, that I've heard you're supposed to leave the leaves down and like let them do their thing, because it does eventually compost and mulch into soil, and it enriches the soil, and stuff. So.
Well, and I think it just depends on, like, if it's like caked in there, I think you want it to be mixed in, but you don't want it to just be 8 pounds of leaves on top of the grass.
Yeah, you're supposed to like go in and like turn it.
Yeah.
Like take a snow shovel or something and turn your leaf.
Well, I remember like some people, they'd have that fermenter, and it was like a big barrel. They put that stuff in, and then I guess they turn it half a turn once a day or something. And at the end, they got,
one of the
mulch.
One of the more interesting things about going back to Oklahoma is because I stay with my sister and her family when I go back.
Yeah.
And they have chickens, or let me rephrase that. They had chickens, but when they had chickens, they would throw nothing away. Like every scrap from dinner would just go into one of those, the gallon ice cream buckets. But they would keep several of those, and they would just throw that into the chicken feed.
Okay.
And it's supposed to like help with like nutrients and all this other stuff. Just to me, it just seemed like a way to not throw stuff away.
Well, did they get a lot of eggs from it?
Yeah, I mean they were never without them.
My sister-in-law. I don't think they have their chickens anymore, but they had like 3 or 4 chickens and they get eggs. And matter of fact, my youngest niece, she kind of started her mock little chicken egg business.
Right.
And I remember one year for Christmas we got her like an egg stamp with her little logo and everything.
Oh, that's cool.
I don't think anything ever happened to it, but for a couple of years there, I think they stopped doing that here about a year or so ago, at least to my knowledge. So.
That's the one thing that I always thought, like, the Eggland's Best.
Yeah.
How they have their logo printed on the egg.
Yeah.
That just feels fancy.
Yeah.
That's like unwrapping a nice cigar, you know?
Thanks to the internet, you could put your own little logo and stick them on your eggs if you want.
I'm gonna say this though: if you're new to chickenry, raising chickens.
Chickenry.
I don't know.
I used to be in falconry, but that didn't work out, so I went to chickenry.
If this doesn't work out, I'm going to go to peacockery.
Pigeonry.
Let your chickens run around. Don't cage them up because they are
free range.
I'm telling you, when you let your chickens run around, they're going to eat all kinds of bugs and nonsense on your land. Well, that leads to the prettiest, brightest yolks you've ever seen in your life.
Well, it depends on where you're located.
That's true.
If you're in if you live in a neighborhood, don't be letting your chickens just
if you're in the suburbs, maybe don't let Sir Cluckster run around.
Yeah, I know where you're allowed in the city, but I'm pretty sure you just can't free range them in your backyard out there.
Like, I know I go through these weird kicks sometimes, but there was a good period of like a summer into fall where I was really into like farm fresh eggs just because of the brightness of the yolks.
Yeah.
It just there was something about it. I was like, I'm doing myself better because my yolks are brighter. I don't know if there's any truth to that, but it made for some pretty omelets.
Depends on who you talk to, probably.
Right.
Yeah. Big egg will tell you.
Big egg.
But I'm sure mom and pop farmers and locals will tell you different. So. But yes, let me give you the rundown. We have we got a full slate for you today. Actually, we'll replay our interview we had with Katie Wright from the Chaves County Extension Office. She joined us yesterday talking about sign-up season.
Ooh.
Like if you want to sign up for, like, say, their classes for next year for diabetes and any of that stuff, 4-H, all that, now's the time to do all that.
Now, do they provide the diabetes, or do we have to provide our own?
Bring your own.
Okay, we have to bring our own. Okay, right.
Well, take one and pass it around. So we'll play that interview here in just a few minutes. In the 8 o'clock hour, we're going to replay our interview we had with Matt Bristol from Bristol office. He pops in once a month and comes in giving us good legal advice when it comes to family law and business law and the law.
Just one time, I want him or Elliot to bring an actual sage.
Yeah, that's all me.
So that we can sage the.
Actually, we already have a sage guy. They come and sage it every.
Our sagist?
Yeah. He's into sagery. But yes, so yeah, we got who's your sage guy? That's gonna be my new thing. When people talk, hey, who's your sage guy? Let's look right. This is nice. Who's your sage guy?
It is. If you don't know what sage looks like or is, when you walk into somebody's house and you just see just a giant half-smoked blunt, you're just sitting there like, dang, I didn't know you partied. Like, oh, that's for the spirits.
Right. No, that's my sage.
Right.
Yep, very true.
Like, that's one heck of a roach you got there.
I watched enough Ghost Adventures to know all that stuff. So that's where I learned all mine. So, all right, it is 7:14. Let's go ahead and get you up to date. Hold on, let me switch hands.
Hold on.
With the weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler too, 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day. Back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 48 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 80% with winds at the moment out of the north at 7 miles per hour. We are looking at a 40% chance at some showers here this morning. They're talking mainly before 11 today, mostly cloudy. High of only 69 today, so near 70. Winds will be out of the northwest, 5 to 10 miles per hour. For tonight, looks like our chance of rain is at 60%. They're talking, could be, now they're saying overnight, like after 2 is to really see it. But who knows? But we are looking at overnight low of 48, southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. They're saying new rainfall amounts less than 1/10 of an inch unless we get a thunderstorm through the area. Thursday, we're looking at an 80% chance of showers and thunderstorms pretty much throughout the day, through the morning and then into the afternoon here. I'm guessing in the afternoon it just start tapering off. But expect a high of 63 under cloudy skies, northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. They're saying we can expect anywhere between 1/4 and 1/2 an inch of rain for Thursday. Thursday night, no talk of rain, just clear skies with an overnight low of 38 degrees. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Sunny and 66 for a high on Friday. Winds out of the west at around 5 miles per hour. Looking at the weekend, Saturday mostly sunny, 65 for a high. Saturday night, we're looking at another decent chance at rain, a 40% chance of showers for Saturday night. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 43. Sunday, we're looking at a 50% chance of showers and thunderstorms, partly cloudy and 62. 30% chance of rain Sunday night, and a 20% Monday of next week, 63 for a high there. So looks like today, tonight, tomorrow, rain chances, and then maybe again Sunday and Monday of next week here. All right, it is 7:17. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then Jim Ridgway with The Gig going to join us talking about Thanksgiving and all that next. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
When you or a loved one need medical transport, Trans-Aero answers the call. Trans-Aero Medevac operates 3 rotorcraft bases and 1 fixed-wing base in southeastern New Mexico, allowing them to respond quickly to emergencies across diverse terrains. Their fleet extends coverage deep into New Mexico and West Texas, including Artesia, Carlsbad, Roswell, Ruidoso, Midland, Lubbock, and the surrounding areas, ready to answer the call when every second counts. Trans-Aero Medevac, proudly serving southeastern New Mexico and West Texas. Flown for free, thanks to the partnership from the City of Artesia and Trans-Aero Medevac. Life support by air. Thanksgiving is the time to bring the whole family together to celebrate and be thankful. But after the turkey and stuffing are put away, Black Friday at Roswell Hyundai means the best deals of the year, including 5.49% APR for 60 months on 2025 Hyundai Venues, 3.99% for 60 months on 2025 Hyundai Elantra and Palisade, or as low as 0% for 60 months on Hyundai Tucson. Roswell Hyundai will work hard to get the deal done. Black Friday deals all month long at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
At New Mexico Gas Company, we believe there's money hiding in your home. It's true. It's hiding in your insulation, in your water heater, and in your furnace. And New Mexico Gas Company can help you tap into that money with rebates up to $800 for high-efficiency natural gas improvements. Your energy costs will go down, and your wallet will thank you. We're New Mexico Gas Company, and we provide energy efficiency solutions to save you money. That's why we're here. Learn more at nmgcgetrebates.com.
When managing a chronic illness, access to the right treatments makes all the difference. Artesia General Hospital's Infusion Center provides IV therapy and biologic treatments, so you don't have to travel far for care. Expert infusion therapy right here in Artesia. Call 575-736-8256 today to learn more.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 20 minutes after 7 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning, of course, Pastor Jim Ridgway, back with us from the gig. Laura joining us as well. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Good morning, Mike.
How's life in y'all's world this morning?
Fantastic.
Doing good, doing things. Of course, it is the holiday season, or kind of. We're into the getting into the holiday season.
Yeah, and who knew it was coming?
Yeah, well, you blink an eye, and
and it's here.
Seems like a minute ago, kids just were getting back into school, and then there's Halloween, and now Christmas is. I know we got Thanksgiving, but you blink again, it's going to be Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm still blinking from July, and here we are.
Right,
exactly.
I'm like, next thing you know, kids are graduating again. It's like, man, what happened? It's all going, but yes, we are. Well, shoot, we're about just a hair over a week away from Thanksgiving.
Yes, sir.
And of course, Jim, you're an annual tradition that the gig always does is one of many, but one that's included in there is your annual Thanksgiving feast for anyone that's got a mouth and an ability to get there and have something to eat. So
yes, sir. Yeah. A lot of people are asking me, says, is this event for the homeless? I said, they're welcome too. Everyone is welcome. I said, but our hope down there is that someone that was there last year will come in and say, can I have a microphone? We always do open mic. And they'll say, I was here last year and I got prayed for. I'm not homeless anymore. I didn't have to have surgery.
Yeah.
I gave my life to Christ.
Yeah, we love to see the success stories. So we want to see every one of those come and share their testimony.
And that's what we live for. I mean, this is a lot of fun. It really is a lot of work too. Of course, I guess they say it is.
Hey.
I tell them, I don't see your problem.
Yes, it is.
Here's some turkeys, here's some hams, here's some stuff. Put it together. My God.
Right.
How hard can it be?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah. Oh, it's simple.
He knew how hard it was last year when he saw my face afterwards. And he's like, okay, I love you.
Well, that's all right.
I want turkeys up here. I need turkeys on the soybean line, not cranberries. I need turkeys on the soybean line.
Please just give me turkey, not cranberries. You don't understand.
Well, there'll be plenty of pots to clean at the end, right?
You
don't have to go around.
Oh, no, I learned disposable. That's go disposable this year.
But yeah, this is a community gathering.
Yes.
It's for the homeless. Yes. Is it for
everyone?
It's for anyone. Anyone that wants to come and share a meal and enjoy some fellowship.
Yeah.
And if you're looking for help talking, yes, it's all of that. If you're just there to shake some hands, meet some people, enjoy a meal with some people, it's for that too.
Food is just a side note.
We're just celebrating each other and celebrating God.
Yeah,
that's what
it's about fellowship.
Giving thanks. That's what we're doing.
Absolutely.
Well, we look for volunteers that'll help cook, help distribute things, help serve things, and on and on and on. We're looking for people. Come down and pray with people.
Yes.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Jim jokes with you, but he does appreciate everyone.
Yes, absolutely does.
People are calling and say, we'd like to come down and help. We'd like to come down and serve. We'd like to come down. I said, you come down. We'll have a place for you. I don't care how many of you there are.
We'll have a place in line for you to serve or whatever we need you to do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and I love that a lot of families like to use opportunities like this to teach the server's heart to their kids.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And that's a good thing. I love when families, volunteer for events like this and say, hey, and they bring their kids along and they bring everybody. And I think it's important that parents show their children that server side and showing that, when you get older, you're going to have to serve others and help others. And that's all part of That's all part of the gig.
Yeah, really.
There you go.
Well, and a lot of people say, well, I can't afford to give anything. And I said that's not what it's all about.
Yeah.
It's time talents, and money when you're giving. And so if you have the time to come down.
Well, money is always appreciated. Every time.
Of course. But, if you have a talent and you want to come down and share that talent with others,
then that's you're standing there side by side with folks and you're helping.
It's sowing seed.
Get through the event and thing. Whether it's, like you said, cooking turkeys or making sure that there's enough water here, whatever needs to be done, just doing it. That's, and the great thing is, this is come one, come all. So, we're always accepting more donations because, quite frankly, it's all going to be eaten or given away. Every person that, if there's leftovers, then the people that need it more, here you go.
Well, we take it and deliver it to people who are in when we have anything else.
So your donations will go to help.
Absolutely, 100%.
But I got to be honest, you get 1,000 people out there, and it's a lot of food needed. So
yes. Well, last year we served almost 500.
There you go.
300 on the lawn, and then we took 200.
Plus the shut-ins, and and nobody knows how many shut-ins there were. We lost count of that early. You know what I mean?
You just pass out plates till the food runs out, pretty much.
Yes, we do.
But yes, and if you do know folks that are shut-ins or unavailable, please get on. You guys kind of have a list of.
We have a phone number 575-626-5358. They can call me for if they need and. I'll talk to them, visit with them for a minute, you know what I mean, and just send me a text. Make sure I get your name, get your number, and stuff like that. You know what I mean.
That's always if you'd like to volunteer that way, because if you want to deliver meals,
that's very needed.
And here's the thing with that: if you've never experienced that kind of before, if you've never done like a Meals on Wheels or some kind of program similar. You're not just delivering a meal; you're delivering fellowship. It's a lot of times with shut-ins and folks, they don't have a lot of visitors, company. They don't see, so a lot of times you're their social, you're their connection to the world a little bit there. So,
absolutely.
So if you have the time and ability, but also please understand, you might be spending a minute or two at these houses.
Expect to spend some time.
Part of how it goes. There. So, but if you love, that's a great way to, if you really want to connect with people and really see the fruits of the labor in action, go and deliver meals and meet some of the people that you're helping. It's really nice.
You go deliver meals and stuff like that. The people are so grateful that you showed up, because I've had people tell me, I called such and such a person. I called somebody and they said they were going to bring us meal. We don't have anything. You know what I mean?
Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of things fall through the cracks sometimes, or
Yeah, and
some people aren't what
and
they say they are, and that's unfortunate. But.
And things happen. You know what I mean? Just that's in everything you do. You know what I mean? But but this year, Mike, we're having a great turnout. And Roswell, our city here. As soon as you get the word out and people know about it, they start giving and stuff like that. Everybody understands. You know what I mean? I can't give unless I get.
Right.
You know what I mean? There's a principle here. You know what I mean? You have to get so you can give.
Sure.
You know what I mean? So we need to get some turkeys and hams and some cranberry sauce and pies and rolls and canned goods and.
Everything you think of it would work well at a Thanksgiving meal is what we're looking for. And of course, it always, monetary donations always fill the void for when hey, we don't have enough eggs. All right, let's go get some more eggs. Or we don't have enough water, then we'll get some water.
Right.
But so if when in doubt, but think of everything else: canned goods, pies, turkeys, potatoes. All the stuff that goes into making a Thanksgiving meal.
And I just want to say thank you to all the people who give, because this town is one of the most giving towns that I've ever seen, and we've never, ever, ever been without.
Yeah, we are definitely a town of rally the troops when it comes to. I mean, we can complain and take pot shots at each other like the best of them, but when disasters hit,
when
or
push
when
comes
trying
to shove,
times hit, we do
Roswell
rally and support each other, and unfortunately, we have a lot of evidence to back that with the floods and everything else that keep happening. We don't have to be tested every time. I'm just saying.
Right. So thank you, Roswell. We love you.
But yes, we definitely, whether it's us or things going on in neighboring communities, we're always rallying to help other people. So. Yes, so we're asking folks to keep doing that. Please donate your time, donate. Foods or even all the stuff, paper goods, any of that stuff, all of it is helpful. Reach out. You can call Jim, call the church. 575-626-5358 if you have questions or if you want to, hey, I want to volunteer. What do I got to do? And they'll be happy to.
And if somebody grabs a turkey, a ham, or this, that, the other, or something like that, 109 West 12th Street, is our main drop-off location, or 2200 North Garden. If there's not somebody there, set it in front of the door there at the church. That's Hope Family Church.
Okay.
Or at 808 West 4th Street. There's a table set up on their deal.
Okay.
They go by 4 times a day. It's their home. Okay.
Okay. You might want to make arrangements if it's a perishable item like a turkey or something, I would think. Right?
They go by there 4 times a day, 5 times a day.
So they should be quick enough.
Yeah, they'll be watching for donations and stuff,
Okay.
And I want to give a big shout out to the Salvation Army. They do deliveries and stuff. And man, nobody does it better than the Salvation Army does it. They've been doing it for. Let's just go with ever.
Yes, we'll say ever.
Ever, you know what I mean? They pretty much got it down to a science, you know what I mean?
They do.
But they need drivers too. So I'm just, that's
you can help out all of them. And like you said, it's kind of, you guys do your thing, they do, but you all work together and do all, because at the end of the day, we're all serving the same
thing. It's all about
people.
Jesus, okay? In the end of the day, you know what I mean? Maybe, just maybe, we'll have someone accept Christ.
Well,
maybe.
And like I said, they're going to be doing their Thanksgiving deal that day too. So
on Thanksgiving Day,
we do lunch and we will start serving food at 12. But if you want to come before to get prayer, it doesn't matter what time. As long as we're on the lawn, we'll pray for you. But food gets started at 12, and then they do dinner.
And if you're, I get it. If you need food, please go to both, get it stocked up, and let's see how long we can last until maybe that'll get you through to the next food opportunity.
I tell everybody, come on down to the courthouse lawn, because anything you can think of that you would want to cook at home for your Thanksgiving dinner, we'll have there. Okay,
turkeys, hams,
less the mess at home.
Exactly.
You can avoid the mess. Just come down here, be a part of it, get you something to eat, and get out.
Get all the smells.
There you go.
And then you can get good, and because then the turkey, whatever that is, will make you sleepy when you eat turkey.
Tryptophan.
There it is.
There you go.
That'll course through your veins, and then you can go settle in for a nap later on.
You can have a nap right on the courthouse
there
lawn,
you go.
I
Hopefully
guess.
the weather will cooperate.
Well, and bring a jacket, knock on wood, because a lot of people forget to bring a jacket.
Well, and this is southeast New Mexico, and one year it's going to be freezing.
And the next year, beautiful.
You know what? There could be, and this year, why not? You could be sitting out there in short sleeves and a t-shirt, and
we will pray for nice weather.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, and also, Mike, we're going to cook about 25, 26 turkeys is our plan. You know what I mean? And stuff. And of course, we still need turkeys and hams and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. But the cool thing is, we don't have to do that work. Okay, Long John Silver's, Golden Corral, Denny's,
they're all
Red Lobster.
They're trying to take care of that.
I take them a turkey that's ready to go. They call me, and then we start putting it all together Wednesday night. We go around all the restaurants, pick up the turkeys, and
I know Long John Silver's got a lot of fryers. We could fry some turkeys.
Oh, that would be a good idea.
We have
sending out mental message, fry turkey. Just saying.
Yeah. We got a smoked turkey last year that we didn't mix in with anything else. Oh my God! This thing was imported from somewhere in Texas or something like that, and the bone was even smoky. It was smoked to the bone.
I love a good smoked turkey, but my one sees fried. If they do it right. Yeah, if you do it wrong, you just tend to burn down the neighborhood. But if you do it right, it's pretty good.
Well, we're just saying it's not dry turkey on a turkey line. No, we go all out and we make sure that it's quality food
this is just
that's
like
being
your
served.
Homemade.
Yes, it is.
Unless your mom can't cook, then it's nothing like your homemade.
It's the mom that can cooks Thanksgiving feel.
But
yes,
it's gonna be. But again, this will be happening noon to 2. There on Thanksgiving Day,
yes, sir.
Right here downtown in the Chaves County Courthouse lawn. Come for worship and praise and lunch and fellowship and just like you said, if you want to share your testimony, please, you're welcome to it. If you just want to be a wallflower and just come and have a meal and sit,
just
listen,
get a hug,
and then come on,
come
down.
for hugs, stay for food.
Please reach out 575-626-5358 if you know a shut-in that could use a meal on Thanksgiving Day, so they can get on the list here and make sure that someone comes to visit and has a delicious Thanksgiving meal for them. next week here. So,
Yeah.
which, by the way, it is next week.
It's
by the way,
literally next week.
Thursday.
Yes, it's next Thursday.
We are a week and a day away from Thanksgiving, which I'm excited, but like, oh man,
my feet are already
am I gonna
sore.
be ready? I feel like I got too many things to do between now and then. So, but and then if you're interested in volunteering, please call 575-626-5358. Reach out and say, I'd love to help out. Where do you need me? And I'm sure they'll be happy to point you in the right direction. You know, great, work on this, and this would be great.
And if you don't get a hold of anyone and you just want to show up and say, hey, where can you use me? We can always put you
Come
somewhere,
down and we'll hand you a spoon or a dish rag or something and put you to work.
Mm-hmm.
And Wednesday night, we will be at 2200 North Garden.
Yes.
Okay, at Hope Family Church. We'll be down there doing our preparations and stuff like that. And somebody wants to come in and fellowship and get their hands into...
Dive into turkeys.
Well, prepping
turkeys.
Prepping. We got to figure out a witty name for this, like prepping and ministry. I don't know, something, you know.
All I can tell you is
cooking in Christ. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I like the cooking in Christ. That's
it's
good.
the biggest event of organized
chaos. I rebuke the chaos. I rebuke the chaos off of just organization. I claim the organization. I rebuke the chaos.
Jesus'
I
name.
bind it in Jesus' name. Serving 500 people, there's no room for chaos.
It's whatever his plan is. We just got to ride the train.
Amen.
Right?
Exactly.
And Mike, we always appreciate you. You know,
we
getting us on
do
here
very
so we can
much.
yell out to the public and stuff.
Thank
you know?
you.
Anytime. I do want to ask real quick while we got you here.
Yeah.
Of course, you know, as soon as Thanksgiving's done, we're going to have you guys come back this year to talk about your nativity, the actual path through and
gospel drive through.
Yeah, there you go. It's such amazing. You guys have been doing this for several years now, and it really is. It's kind of like a road tour of kind of the path to Bethlehem and the path really to our birth of Jesus Christ and why we celebrate Christmas. And it's a kind of nice family drive-through tour, you know. It's kind of like a cocktail of seeing the Christmas lights but getting the Christmas story all in one little trip there. But we'll talk more about that.
Yeah, we will,
here.
absolutely. It's our third annual, and we're up to 17 stops now.
But game on now.
Game on.
You know, so we'll... Right now, till next Thursday, all we're worrying about is gobbling and turkey and fellowship. But
I'm still building up to the last minute. But yes, building and cooking at the same time. When the sun goes down, I'm cooking. When the sun is up, I'm building.
Any carpenters or electricians?
Right, I could use some hands for that as well. Absolutely.
Yeah, sure they could, that still has.
Let me know at Thanksgiving if you want to spare my hands. Yes,
absolutely. But yeah, we'll definitely have you guys back here probably in a few weeks.
Yeah,
to
in
talk
a few
more
weeks.
About that, so.
Yeah, that would be wonderful.
But in the meantime, don't forget the Gigs annual Thanksgiving dinner is happening once again from noon to 2 on Thanksgiving Day at the Chavez County Courthouse lawn. If you are able, please, still looking for donations of all the Thanksgiving things you love: turkeys, ham, cranberry sauce, pies, rolls,
yams,
canned goods, sweet potatoes, yams, depending on what camp you call them in.
Even containers to serve them in, anything, whatever.
The paper plates, things, the trays to do all that. And obviously monetary donations will help, because whatever they're lacking in one area, they can go and fill that void with the money. And then always looking for volunteers to serve and help prep that Wednesday before
Wednesday
Thanksgiving
night before at Hope Family Church on Garden.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, you can drop things off at 109 West 12th Street. They pick up, like Jim was saying, 4 times a day there. But if you have any questions, or you're like, hey, I got maybe something a little big that maybe I should hand off directly, don't hesitate to call 575-626-5358.
Yes.
All right, and all of our drop-offs again is at 109 West 12th, 2200 North Garden, and 808 West 4th Street.
Very good. Yes, yeah, I think you got the extra ones here. And then of course, if nothing else, come join us Thanksgiving Day for a meal. Come join us for the fellowship. If you've come in the past, come on back. And especially if maybe you were the person that found God or found your path in life that day, and we'd love to see you a year later and see. And we can love on you and share your experience and inspire others to help them get their lives on track. So, good deal. Yeah. Well, thank you.
Close this down with a big thank you, Jesus.
Amen.
Absolutely. And,
thank you, Jesus.
Good God, let's eat. All right.
Thank you, Mike.
I know that's not classy, but it works for every end of every prayer. I don't care what everybody says. Thank you, guys. We'll see you here next time. And God bless you. And anything else we can do please don't hesitate to reach out.
Thank you, Mike.
Good deal. Thank you.
You're the man.
Not according to my wife. No.
Well, tell her to come down Thanksgiving. We'll talk some sense.
Yeah. All right, it is closing in on 7:40. Let's pause for news and I believe your Kim Commando update. Don't go away.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Cirillo. The city of Artesia is reminding residents to please don't damage the trees in city parks in order to get pecans. The city says residents are welcome to pick up pecans off the ground, but please do not hit, pull on, or throw things into the branches to try and get pecans to come down. The city has teams that work very hard to make sure that the trees in the parks look their best. The team looking into whether the New Mexico State Fairgrounds will move or stay is now sharing their progress. The group will host a community meeting, hoping to hear the community's opinions. Planners are trying to get the public informed on what they've discovered about the fairgrounds property and the surrounding area so far. They say this is a crucial step in their work in determining the future of the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
Today, 2 objectionable AI apps. One claims that you can talk to deceased loved ones. The other says you can talk to Jesus. Here's why they're so bad. But first, I'm Kim Commando for NetSuite. AI is here and the world has already changed. Companies are using it to get ahead. So download the free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. Rarely have I run across apps that are so crass and distasteful, preying on lost souls. First, there's 2A, the numeral 2 and spelled W-E-I. But 2A was getting no attention, so it's desperately trying to reinvent itself by inviting people to upload videos and photos of their deceased loved ones. You can talk to them, and the AI avatar talks back. The other encourages you to chat with Jesus through the app. The problem? Jesus' response is what some guy thinks Jesus might have said. Look, Grandpa's gone, and if you really want to know what Jesus says, try the New Testament. Low tech, but quite accurate. Enter to win cash at winfromkim.com. Every business is asking the same question. How do we make AI work for us? The possibilities are endless, and guessing is too risky. But sitting on the sidelines is not an option. Your competitors are already making their move. This is exactly the kind of solution I'd turn to. With NetSuite by Oracle, you can put AI to work today. As the #1 AI cloud ERP, trusted by over 43,000 businesses, it brings your financials, inventory, commerce, HR, and CRM together into one single source of truth. That is what makes your AI smarter. It doesn't guess. It actually knows. It can intelligently automate tasks, deliver real insights, help you cut costs, and make AI-powered decisions fast. And this is not some add-on tool. It's AI built directly into the system that runs your business. Whether your company earns millions or hundreds of millions, NetSuite helps you stay ahead of the pack. Right now, get their free business guide, Demystifying AI, at netsuite.com/Kim. The guide is free to you at netsuite.com/Kim. netsuite.com/Kim.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. Astronauts are not allowed to eat beans before they go into space because passing wind in a spacesuit damages them. The suits or the astronauts. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is closing in on 7:43. Time to take a look at your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler too, 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day, back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 48 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 80%. Winds are out of the north at 6 miles per hour. We are looking at a 40% chance at some more rain showers till about 11 this morning. Then mostly cloudy for the day and a high of 69 degrees. Winds will be out of the north 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but they're saying overnight, like after 2 in the morning. Mostly cloudy, overnight low of 48 with southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. They're saying we could expect less than 1/10 of an inch of rain overnight tonight, unless we get an actual thunderstorm rolling through the area. For Thursday, we are looking at an 80% chance of showers pretty much throughout the most of at least the midday here. They're saying through 8, then showers from 11, and a chance of showers after 11, so they're giving that weird word salad. But it looks like through at least the afternoon, we have rain chances. Northwest winds 5 to 10 miles per hour with a high of 63 under mostly cloudy skies. Expecting anywhere between a quarter and a half an inch of rain tomorrow. Then that's it for rain talk. Thursday night, mostly clear. Overnight low of 38, southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday, sunny and 66 with west winds at around 5 miles per hour. Friday night, clear. Overnight low of 35. Saturday, mostly sunny and 65. And then Saturday night into Sunday, we're looking at rain chances once again. A 40% chance of rain Saturday night. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 43. 50% chance of rain on Sunday, partly cloudy and 62. 30% chance of rain Sunday night with an overnight low of 39. And then a 20% on Monday, otherwise sunny and 63. So good rain chances for maybe a little bit more today, and then tonight, tomorrow, and then again Saturday night into Sunday. So we'll see how that shapes up. All right, it is 7:43. All right, let's go ahead and get you into your Chaves County Sports Report. That is brought to you by DSI.
Still burning cash on posters that get tattered, tired, and tossed? Turn heads with vibrant LED posters from DSI. Plug and play with custom updatable graphics. Showcase a single showstopper or link several for a seamless video wall. For over 27 years, DSI has helped New Mexico businesses communicate smarter with printers, IT support, AV, and more. Ready to elevate your message and cut costs? Call 888-386-7834 or visit dsinm.com today.
I can't get into the on-air system.
Breaking news this hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. The U.S. and Saudi Arabia will be strengthening their military ties now that President Trump has formally designated the kingdom a major non-NATO ally. He announced the move while hosting the Saudi Crown Prince at the White House last evening. Mr. Trump also announced a major Saudi investment in the U.S.
Here, one country is putting $1 trillion into the United States. That creates national security. And, you know, I think that they don't have to say that, but I think a big part of that is also the fact that tariffs are in play. But even beyond tariffs, that's a real ally that will do that. Creates a lot of power for the United States.
And guess who came to dinner at the White House last evening? None other than Elon Musk. As far as we know, it was his first time back at the White House since his falling out with the president over details of the big, beautiful bill. Congress has voted to release the Epstein files.
After the House overwhelmingly approved the bill with only one no vote, the Senate quickly approved it. The votes came after months of White House opposition. The legislation compels the Justice Department to release its case files on Jeffrey Epstein, the well-connected financier who was charged with sexually abusing and trafficking underage girls.
White House correspondent Greg Clugston says the Epstein bill now awaits the president's signature. One-time Clinton Treasury Secretary and Epstein acquaintance Larry Summers is leaving OpenAI's board of directors. The ChatGPT maker announced his departure after emails detailed Summers' friendly relationship with Jeffrey Epstein long after Epstein had pleaded guilty to crimes involving an underage girl back in 2008. Watching Wall Street this morning, the Dow trading about 101 points higher. The Nasdaq is up close to 300 points. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Here's an important message from the Diabetes Solution Center. Do you like pricking your fingers to test your blood sugar levels? No one does, but it's important to maintain your health. And now, by wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you don't need to prick your fingers anymore. It's easy to use and helps you make more accurate diabetes treatment decisions. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now. And if you have Medicare or most major insurance coverage, you may be able to get a new CGM at little to no out-of-pocket cost. Shipping is free, and we'll even bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 3 or more times daily, injecting insulin, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetes Solution Center right now to learn how to end the painful finger sticks and get your own continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, at little to no out-of-pocket cost.
An arbitration panel, the International Center for Settlement of Investment Disputes,
What in the wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco gets music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
Meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low-pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler, too. 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day. Back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
All right. Sorry about that.
Mm-hmm.
That was not how we're supposed to do any of that. Pull back the curtain there. I went to go play our thing, and then my on-air system just kicked me out, shut me out, locked me out, couldn't do anything. And I tried to get back in, and it's like, no.
Who are you?
No,
like,
we're not going to do that. So, and then it did kick on at the news at the top of the hour. And then that's when I finally get a hold of Gene, who could reboot on the other end to get me back in. And now we are back on La Radio.
What you just experienced in like a very minuscule form.
Yeah.
That was the singularity. That's what it's going to feel like. The machines are just going to boot us out.
Yeah.
We don't need you anymore. We try to log back in. Like, who are you?
So
we got our own thing going on in here with, hookers and blow.
My apologies on that one. So apologize on that. Fortunately, we got to talk to Jim and Laura there before it started getting shenanigans. I believe those on the video, I at least got to enjoy sports and all that. So my apologies on there. But I think we're okay for the moment.
There you go. By the way, welcome to
weather. I think we're good to go.
Welcome to hour number 2.
Welcome to hour number 2.
The Deuce.
The Deuce of Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5. And that's kind of my day. I already feel I'm not feeling well today. And I was like, yep, this is that day.
Rainy days and Mondays. Telling you.
This is that day. So I guess it might be one of those days I go lay down after this show.
That's totally understandable. We can,
I'm just thinking that.
I can navigate the ship from here as long as you get us to 10.
That I can do.
All right.
I'm doing the this is that thing that when I do, and I've been doing pretty good, but today it's not. Like last night was not a good day for me, and I don't know what, and then I've been kind of like, my wife got a cold and got real, and I haven't got, but I've gotten like the little lighter version of it.
Yeah.
Where I'm not but my head's just that, and so it's been
there
doing
is some
that
stuff going around. Like my son over the weekend, he had. Like there's coughs but then there's barking. He was straight barking.
Yeah.
Like it was, and he said he felt fine. His throat didn't hurt. Everything was fine. It's just it was the cough, and then the sinus or the sinus thing started.
Kind of I was getting, but not to the severity of my wife, and so that, and then diabetes mess with the because that mess when I get colds and things that messes with my blood sugar pretty bad. And yeah, but I've been getting. I was just not feeling well last.
But since Mike is half man and half machine now, he monitors that blood sugar with
half wrinkles and gristle.
I just imagine that it's basically that scene in Terminator 2 when in the lava pit.
Yes.
Yeah. You're just melting down to your metal exoskeleton, and then you just give us one thumbs up.
Have you seen this boy? That's all I think of every time.
By the way, thanks to Jim and Laura for these. These are, I just took a little mini.
They look good. Because of the way I'm feeling,
Sure.
I didn't mean to offend. I can't do the cookies.
I'm probably yours. But what I'll say is, I just took this little bit of a bite off of it, and it went in my mouth. So this is about this much food. It's like compacted, and I love compressed food. I have a soft spot for compressed foods. Being a survivalist myself, I have a soft spot for foods that can be, fit into as small an area as possible. So props to him for that.
Survivalist?
I mean, I dabble. I got a go bag. I got a couple of decent machetes.
I didn't know Lestrade was over here hanging out on my show.
I have a solar/crank flashlight radio, and I actually over the weekend I just got my first solar what do you call it? Data bank, or not data bank, charge bank, power bank.
Okay.
So I'm basically, and here's the thing, and anybody who has dove into the world of like the survivalism or like having stuff in case something happens is you're prepared for that moment and maybe like a day or two after. Once those 2 or 3 days are done, I've exhausted my supplies and I don't have another online retailer in the apocalypse to go back and get more. So, but I do. I have like a pack of it's like 20 compressed food bars that like are a day's worth of calories and nutrients in a bar basically.
Right.
And then like several.
How much have you eaten already?
A couple. You gotta try it.
I know.
I mean, I bought one of those buckets that has like all the freeze dried foods. Here's the thing about the bucket: it's very like it lets you down because once you open the bucket, it's just like 4 individually wrapped or like 6 individually wrapped packs of
I thought
things.
it'd be bigger.
I thought there'd be more in it.
Yeah, well, I think the idea is in a pinch.
Yeah,
you make it in the bucket.
Right.
And so you need room to expand.
Oh, see, I just assumed that the bucket was the bathroom.
Well, that's later.
Yeah, once you've made the food, then you dispose of the food.
It's
right.
first circle. Yeah.
How's this conversation doing for your belly?
Well, yeah, but I guess because I grew up in Scouts and I ate a lot of dehydrated food in my young days, hiking and going to places like Philmont. I have never been in that kick where I'm like, no, I need a bucket full of food in case zombie apocalypse or World War III happens.
That is kind of a fair assessment. It's like, oh, you have the freedom to choose survivalism. Go to the military, then it's forced upon you. Like I
hate MREs.
That's what I'm saying. I like the idea. Like I like MREs, but mostly because I wasn't forced to eat them.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, and pull back the curtain. Like, I would hoard them too. So, like, we'd do exercise or wherever.
Right.
That's usually where I score MREs was exercises because they wouldn't let us go, so they give us MREs. And then you get 2 or 3, and I take them home with me.
Right.
And I remember I had a drawer that literally had like pilot biscuits, spread cheese, chiclets.
Dude, I'm telling you.
About 30 of those little Tabasco sauces.
Right.
Coffees.
I never served, but I've talked to several people that have said that those jalapeno cheddar pouches are like currency.
They're pretty good.
People like trade those out for favors.
Yeah, so
they're like cigarettes in prison.
Now, when I left the military, I did not take that with me. It went in the trash because I was like,
"Oh, that's a waste."
It was a different. I was moving in with my soon-to-be wife.
Blind children in Oklahoma packed that lunch for you, young man.
Well, that's another story. But I went from my barracks to moving in with my now wife. We were, dating at the time. And I did not think bringing a big sack full of partial MREs was going to win over the hearts and minds.
That's like the missus making you get rid of your man cave couch.
That's right.
You had to get rid of your drawer of Tabascos.
I also had to get rid of some other magazines and things, but that's another story for another day.
Sure. See, here's the problem, though. You didn't have to get rid of them. You just have to get creative.
Yeah. Well,
look, I'm just saying, and I'm saying this with all due respect.
Yeah.
If you put something on a top shelf in a closet, it disappears for her. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I also have to remember this was going from living in the barracks to, for the first time in my life, living with a woman.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And so, I ain't going to lie, I was like, am I going to have to behave the rest of my life? I don't know how this is going to work.
You're telling me I have to shower every day?
What happens when I have to go to the bathroom? I don't know. How am I going to do this? And so I was still navigating that world. Yeah. Now, let's freak flag fly.
Right.
But back then, there was a modicum of trying to look like you still had class.
I just recall evenings where I would get home after, let's say, like a date, a get together with a young lady, and I would just, I'm not trying to be disgusting here, I would just fart for like 45 seconds straight because I couldn't for the entire last 6 hours. So it's been building up. Spontaneous combustion is real, and it happens mostly in first like people who are in a first early dating experience.
Yeah, she's like. Sean loves his evening walks every day. He just
Standing on the front porch, just letting one go, and then I turn around. She's like, "You forgot your coat." Like, oh,
we met. You sure have. That's one of the funniest. I still laugh hard every time I see that stupid commercial. You know the one I'm talking about?
where they're all sitting.
With the blind date.
Yeah,
Have you
he
met
gets
my
out.
friends?
He gets out of the car, and she's like,
Yeah. So he walks his blind date to the car, and he, being a gentleman, opens the door and lets her in and sits. And then he's walking around to the other side. But while he's walking around, she hikes up her leg and lets one rip. And she's like, and then finally he gets in and sits in the car, and he actually does one of these. And he goes, "Hey, have you met?" And two people in the back seat, and the lady in the back seat goes, "We sure have."
"We sure have."
I don't remember what the product was for, but that was
Honestly, it didn't matter.
That was a good commercial. So.
You sold me on the premise.
Yep. Don't make them how they used to.
That's right.
So let me give you the rundown
yes.
for this hour of the show. We're going to get you up to date with the weather and all that. No, we don't. We already did that. I forgot. We already did that.
Yep.
So we're going to take a break here in just a little bit. Then we're going to play our interview we have with Katie Wright from the Chaves County Extension Office talking about 4-H stuff, sign-ups, and diabetes classes, and all that good stuff coming up. And also, if you missed on the holiday showcase, but maybe want to try to get your hands on one of those books, you got one of them books.
Yeah. Hey, you got some of them books still around?
Yeah. They might be able to procure you something.
Sure.
So they got you.
Very good.
Sorry, you have to know Chappelle to know that. All right, it is 8:16. Let's take a quick commercial break, and then we'll play our interview with Katie from the Extension Office. Don't go away. Oh, you're kidding me.
Rio Pecos Medical Associates proudly welcomes Dr. David Fuccinari, OBGYN. With advanced training in minimally invasive techniques, Dr. Fuccinari is the first in our community to offer robotic surgery for women experiencing heavy or painful periods, pelvic pain, uterine fibroids, and more. Dr. Trevor Miller, Family Practice and Obstetrics, provides prenatal and OB care along with comprehensive primary care for the whole family, including wellness exams, acute visits, chronic disease management, skin procedures, and joint injections. Rio Pecos has expanded care once again by adding pediatrics. We welcome Kim Hansen and Rihanna Shaw, both experienced pediatric nurse practitioners who share a commitment to compassionate, patient-centered care and who have earned the trust of our community over the years. Book your appointment for OBGYN, family practice, or pediatric care online at riopecosmed.com or call 575-622-6322. Rio Pecos Medical Associates, advancing health and wellness for every generation.
This is Coach Lynn from the Roswell Coyotes, and let me tell you, Roswell Nissan's got a championship roster this season. Let's see what lineup we're working with.
In at freshman, the Nissan Kicks, named best budget car, a solid starter that delivers big league value. Here comes your sophomore, the Rogue, crowned best compact SUV, dependable, versatile, and ready to take on the field. In at JV, the Pathfinder, a top safety pick award winner. This player protects your whole team. And the varsity, the Powerhouse Armada, best in class SUV built for real strength and commanding performance.
20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Coyotes!
Roswell Nissan's got 165 players in their lineup to choose from, and they're all ready to score big for you. With rates as low as 0% and no payments for 90 days, it's your time to get in the game. Looks like we're set for one heck of a season with this lineup, so come down to Roswell Nissan and join the winning team.
Roswell Nissan, 2111 West 2nd.
Are you still dealing with that toothache? Or are those wisdom teeth bothering you?
This is Dr. Sarah Usher at Carabelli Dental, and we've got you covered. From root canals and implants to crowns and dentures, we have advanced treatment options for you. Our team is focused on every detail to give you a personalized and professional experience. Discover dental care that's comfortable, modern, and made just for you. Come visit us at Carabelli Dental, where your best smile begins here.
Come see the team at Carabelli Dental or call 575-622-4455.
Mulan has the highest kill count of any Disney character. When asked for comment, Buzz Lightyear responded, "To infinity and beyond." Here's Mike Winters.
From the Chaves County Extension Office. Katie Wright back with us. Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you today?
Well, we're here. We got lots going on.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed. It was like you guys are still moving into the. I kind of thought, oh, they'd be in there and kicking back in their new thing, but there is a few logistical delays there on getting that done. So
I'm hopeful within the next month and a half we'll be over there. It sounds like we might be doing some kind of event.
Okay,
so
some little shindig.
Stay tuned. I can't really share much,
we'll
but
keep that under our vest or whatever here for a little bit here.
Yeah.
But so in the meantime, if you do have business with the extension office at their current 200 East Chisholm office there, that's where you go. If you go to the new place looking, you're not going to find them yet. So you might find some of their stuff, but not them.
Some boxes to unpack for sure.
Well, while you're there, put those on the shelf. But that being said, just because they're not in the new office, they still can help out with all the things they can always help out with. Obviously, anything through 4-H, that's going to be Katie's world here. But of course, we're getting at the end of the year. A lot of extension events start in the first of the year, and now is the time to sign up for those. A lot of the cooking and diabetes, that side of things, a little bit here, extension clubs, the time of year to kind of sign up for that kind of stuff.
Absolutely. Tamara's got a sewing extension club starting in January.
Okay.
So they meet the second Tuesday of the month at 11, and she's got a notification sign-up list going.
Okay.
So that is something big and new and exciting coming up.
So we want to so if you love sewing and love to meet people that do that, come be a part of extension clubs. We jokingly call or lovingly call 4-H for adults, which it kind of is. It's active, and these evolve as the public. So if you have a demand, you're like, man, I love lapidary, and I got 4 friends that love lapidary. Well, let's start a lapidary extension club.
What is that?
Yeah, polishing rocks.
Oh, okay. I learned something today.
Rock polishing and all that stuff. Yeah, but I just picked something right off the top of my head, and that's what came out. My brain's weird. Sorry. But that's what Extension Club is your chance to kind of, so like you said, we got the sewing one. I think there's a quilters.
There's a quilters. There's several extension clubs. The sewing club is just new.
Gotcha. That's the new one. Yeah.
Yes.
That's
so if you're looking to jump into something new with other people that are doing something new.
There's a new one there.
I'm always like, I need my emotional support person when I go to something new. Like, who are we sticking with?
Right.
So we're all new starting the sewing club.
So all will be your emotional support people to each other as you learn and meet new people. But there is several extension clubs that are currently rolling, and you can roll in at any time. Just come to the extension office, and if there's one that's your thing, all right. Well, let's see if we're about putting one together. Maybe
we'll learn about lapidary.
Yeah, lapidary, or who knows? Maybe like I love playing chess. All right, we'll start a group of people play chess or whatever that is. This is Now it is limited on facilities and things. It's like, well, I like to build bonfires. Well, great. Well, we can't be doing that in our facility.
That's not happening in the office.
But definitely,
if you want to talk about it.
Yeah. And I would even offer the same thing. Like if you do this stuff, maybe you can teach it in 4-H to some of the kids and be maybe they start a youth group for a sewing thing or something like that. And hey, you could be a part of that and share your hobbies and expertise with young folks here.
We have some amazing young seamstresses that could sure use some guidance and help. There's only so many hands.
I bet a couple of them probably teach us a few things.
Oh my goodness, I know, right? Very, very talented.
Especially when it comes to the technical side, because I know like back when I took home ec when I was a kid, like a sewing machine is night and day different than it was now. Now you got to have a computer engineering degree to operate that bad boy. I'm like, I can't get the string through the hole.
So a little bit of a side rabbit hole. every time Ethan and I go through a museum, we find the old washer and dryer, and I'm like, man, I want a dumb washer and a dumb dryer again. Like, I turned you on, I told you to be this hot, and you need to run for this long. That's what I expect.
I kind of like, I'm saying think thermostats. I'm like, I know cold, I know hot. I don't like this window thing. I'm like,
I don't need you to tell me that you didn't think my clothes were not dry.
Yeah.
They were.
Yeah. You're absolutely right. Smart is not always smart. And same thing with like sewing machines. Like, I remember, like, we had literally those ones you flipped up and it was the black with the wheel. I mean, it's old school. There wasn't I think it had electricity. It was it was fancy enough to be electric. Short of that was it. You know what I mean? It was
electric pedal and a light.
Yeah.
That's the sewing machine I use. There's no shame in that.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, if someone handed me one today, I'm like, I mean, it's all programming and everything else, and it's like, it's not sewing, it's computer engineering at this point, you know?
It's neat.
So you might need the younger folks to learn you on some of that if you're like, look, I could tell you the pattern and the stitch, but how that machine does it, I have no earthly idea.
It's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing for sure.
But anyway, Extension Club 4-H, these are great opportunities for the community to get involved and like shooting. I mean, it's not all sewing and craft. Some of it's shooting sports, or you know, there's if there's an interest or a hobby, there's probably a 4-H or an extension club we could create for it.
Absolutely. So as far as the rest of the extension side of stuff, health, wellness, and prevention classes are on Tuesday, 4 to 5, starting in January.
Very good.
So extension is kind of hitting the ground running in January. Call, sign up, ask questions. It's also all over our Facebook. So really, NMSU, Chavez, FCS is kind of the terms to search. But
yeah, just Google, because everything the extension office is under the NMSU umbrella. So.
Yes.
But if you type in Chavez County Extension, it should pop right up. But you'll see NMSU all over it, so don't let that think, oh, that's the wrong thing. No,
it sure is the right thing.
That is it.
Part of us being hooked to NMSU is that we get to bring research-based information back into our communities. So they provide us a lot of information, a lot of resources, that kind of thing. So it's a little confusing, but it's ultimately a really, really good thing.
Sure. Well, this kind of, like, you'll see it more prevalent in the ag side, like with the soil temperatures and that kind of stuff. That's where it kind of turns into the sciencey, the college side of things. You know, the 4-H itself is very much involved with that, but it's more prevalent in the actual, literally the dirt of the extension. And
well, and if you think about it, that's the more timely stuff, right? You need the more up-to-date research.
Well, yeah, because you and I that aren't farmers and ranchers, that information is like, oh, well, the dirt's not hot, great, or whatever it is. But that's,
like, what does it matter if the dirt is warm or cold?
Yeah, for them, it's planting or not planting. Nope, we got to wait to plant because the soil's not thing, or you know what, we're behind.
Your seeds won't germinate if it's not warm enough.
It's too hot. We got to get it in the ground now. This is their livelihood. This is their business. This is how you get when you go to the grocery store and find things. This is how they make it so you can find things there. So
absolutely,
so it's very important. So that's
different
why
types of hunting and gathering. I gather at the grocery store.
There you go. That's right.
But somebody had to get it there, right?
Exactly. So, but yeah, so that's why it's very much attached to that. Which, by the way, don't forget too, if you are on that side and have questions about anything ag related or the pesticide, I'm sure that's usually around first of the year too, is those recertifications for pesticide and all that. That's all through the Chavez County Extension Office as well.
Yep. So their big thing coming up, we have gardening at the library is going to be held in conjunction with the library Christmas on December 20th.
Okay.
So you get to garden and have Christmas celebrations
that's
all
with
together.
The master gardeners.
Yes.
Yeah, they do their presentations at the library there.
Yeah, for sure.
And like I always, I don't want to get, because I get in trouble a little bit here because they're like, you make it too intimidating. I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to tell you these people know more about gardening than you forgot. That's all I'm saying is they know, they've studied this stuff and they share their wisdom to you. So the information they give you, yes, you do not need to be an expert on it, but I will tell you this, they are more advanced gardening stuff. So like it's just advanced garden, but yes,
they live in it. They practice it every day. I mean,
that's the point I'm trying to make. But sometimes it gets off like
we took algebra 2 in high school, right? But like if you plopped that down in front of me, I haven't been actively practicing that. I'm probably going to struggle through
it. They know all the nuances and do it and actively do it, and then they share that information. So so to me, it's like it seems very intimidating, but it's not. It's just that they're really good at work. I have a brown thumb. Their thumb is like the greenest of green. It's so green. It's like, man,
Yeah.
So you said that, and I pictured the green giant on the vegetable packages,
Right.
the frozen veggies. Yep.
The other guy that says ho, ho, ho.
Yes.
Because if you go ho, ho, that's Santa. But if you go ho, 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 that's Green Giant.
That is the green giant. We are not getting paid for this.
No.
Maybe we should be.
That's right. I'll take it. Take some checks, please.
Just drop them off.
But anyway, yes. So please come. If you ever get a chance to go to one of their events at the library, please come. You will learn a lot and you'll enjoy. And who knows? You might find that tip that next thing you know, you're in the county fair next year. You know, that's my prize pumpkin, or that's my prize whatever it is, you know.
I think it's so crazy that they can get the pumpkins so big that they have to bring them in on a helicopter.
Oh, I know.
I haven't seen that here, but definitely see it at State Fair in Albuquerque.
Yeah, well,
And
here I
it's
think
time.
Yeah, I think here they're relegated to forklifts and stuff because
Right.
I don't think they've. But I've seen them like when they do our pumpkin things here. They're moving around in big forklifts and
Yep.
yeah, they're well. And to be honest, it looks like if pumpkins had their own reality TV show. They would be like the TLC,
Yes.
My 1,000-Pound Sisters, or My 600-Pound Life, or any of those shows. That's what these pumpkins look like, because they're big gelatinous messes. They don't hold shape anymore, so it looks like someone poured pumpkin on the ground.
Okay, so this is the challenge
Right.
to Chaves County. We need a gigantic gelatinous pumpkin.
So like they are like the TLC of TV. If your pumpkins had reality TV, but anyway, it's pretty cool nonetheless.
I love it. I love it. Oh goodness.
But definitely now with the is that the year-long class we were talking about with the health and the wellness stuff, or is that?
I believe so.
Okay, that's when we sign up now. Now is it because everyone gets in the middle of the year like, when do I sign up? Now, because they start at the beginning of the year, and it's a year-long program, and it is you learn dealing with the diabetes and all that, but it's kind of a support group. It is all the other classmates are also dealing, and so you kind of work with each other and help each other and hold each other accountable. So, that day you're like, no, come on, we got to go to the gym, or no, lay off get the good pizza, not the one with the wheat crust and all, but when you keep it, holding each other accountable, doing all that stuff.
The really neat thing about this one is that you're not just learning. It's not just a lecture about everything you've
It's a
done
lifestyle
wrong.
change, yeah.
Right? Like it's a discussion. We're also going to do some activity that is going to be easy.
Well, and that's the thing, dealing with diabetes and things. Yes, most people, you think of diabetes and, you get it because you ate a bunch of this and that. And it's like,
not necessarily.
No, I mean, and what impacts diabetes? Like, you could literally eat all the right things and your blood sugar's through the roof still.
Yes.
It's a lot to deal with stress, your DNA, other variables in your lifestyle. There's a lot of variables. Not necessarily because you ate a salad. You could still eat a salad and be well within your limits, and next thing you know, your blood sugar does shoot up 30 points. It just, that's the disease, and that's what it does. Now, that being said, there's, and that's the thing, too. You're not on a death sentence of eating no carbs forever. There's science behind it now, especially with the monitors and things they have. They found ways to where, like, no, you can eat carbs, but if you eat it in a certain way, like you base it with a bunch of next thing you know, it doesn't have the impact on your blood sugars that, like if you just ate a straight up candy bar would or something like that. And so that's what you learn in this class is learn the nuances of diabetes and learning, and every person's different. And that's what gets you to learn that a little bit. It's like how you react to this, another person may not react that same way. And so, and the times of day you eat, and which way you eat, and how you do it, because your body has a natural cycle, and it's going to inject blood sugar at a certain time. And so you've got to live your life and act accordingly. Now, if your body shoots it in here, all right, then maybe you need to lay off food for a little bit because it naturally does this. But this is what this class, I know I'm getting, but that's what this class is about. It really teaches you how to manage the diabetes and how it's like the guidebook to saying, okay, you just got this game with these weird rules. This is how you circumnavigate those rules. This is how you play by the rules and live healthy. And that's so don't think of it as a way of, this is ways that I can only eat cheeseburgers a certain way. Yeah, it's some of that, but it's much more than that. You can eat a regular quote unquote unhealthy thing if you do it the right way.
Yeah.
That's what this class teaches you about. So
Doctors are great.
Yeah.
Like nurses, are great. People that help you with your gym plan are great, but you live in your body every day, so you have to learn and understand.
Absolutely. And that's the thing is with that, it's all guidebooks, but you know, your family history is different than someone else's. Therefore, how you react to something's not going to be the same. Now, granted, if you got a sibling, you probably share some similar things on that, but then there's other variables,
right?
You know, and then when we get into, diet, I mean, don't get me wrong, diet does impact it. If you're going to eat a bunch of cookies and stuff, and it's going to make you diabetic. But and to be honest, folks in this, depending on your age, I grew up in a world where there was a lot of fallacies on food and everything and nomenclature and marketing and advertising, and so people have been eating what they think is healthy is not healthy. And so that's contributed to diabetes. And to be honest, the things you see on the shelf is a lot of paying attention to, what these terms mean. And just because something says healthy, fat-free, or that may not be the best for you as a diabetic. Maybe there's something that's more, but that's what this class is about. And
don't get me started on food labeling. Like, that's a whole...
But these are what you're fighting against.
Yes.
And and so if you're looking at this as an embarrassment or shame or like, I don't need someone to tell, I just got to eat leaf. No, there really is get help. This isn't about, you don't realize what you don't know until you learn you don't know it. And that's what this class is all about. You think you know, and you think, well, if I eat salads and exercise, I'll be fine. It's like, yeah, but you can live an enjoyable life and do things you want to do and do it how you do it and not live this monk regime of I only eat this potato at this time with no butter, no whatever. Some people can live like that. I'm not one of those people, but this teaches you how to live a normal life in dealing with diabetes.
Cauliflower crust pizza isn't that bad.
No, I've been eating them all the time.
I love it. I like it better than a regular crust. So,
I'm kind of like, I get moods. Like I want it, and then I overdo it, and then I won't touch one for a while, and then I'm like, but and those are ones I've got to pay attention to the cooking.
Yeah.
Because if you undercook those, they're not as good.
No.
They got to be almost.
They got to be seasoned right. Yeah, you've got to figure it out.
And to be honest, if your first go at those are frozen pizzas, then you're not doing it right because those aren't nearly as good. Very sad. Yeah, those aren't nearly as tasty. You can Kitchen Creations will teach you how to make one that's like homemade, like your Italian grandma made or whatever. But,
yes.
But
have you had cauliflower fried rice?
I've not had that.
Oh my gosh, I like that better than the pizza
than the regular.
crust.
Oh, the pizza crust. Okay.
Yeah.
I've had a lot of. I've not had a rice iteration. I've had some other iterations and things like that. But
I haven't tried the mashed potatoes, quote unquote.
That's gonna be hard to let go. Although potatoes in and of itself aren't bad per se.
They're not as bad as they're made out.
There are way worse carbs on there. So if you're going to eat carbs, a potato is not a bad one to eat.
Yes.
Now, if you load it up with a bunch of sour, not even things that also have carbs. You put barbecue sauce and a bunch of other sweet things on it, and then next thing you know, it's a hot mess. But it's kind of like a salad. Salad's healthy until you put 8 gallons of dressing on it, and everything else is going to shoot your carbs up. But then again,
moderation.
But and that's true too. And that's where you eat a salad that's full of lot carb. You can cheat a little and put a little bit more dressing on it because it won't impact. And again, this is what the class teaches you. So I know I got way too long on that, but it really is a good deal. And
it is.
And
really
I know
is.
Because I've lived exactly what you're talking about. You get in that world and you're like, great, I'm gonna be eating a hot mess for the rest. I can't eat anything that tastes good. I'm pretty much done with and all that, and it's depressing.
Yeah,
it messes with your mental health and everything else. This class will give you a new outlook on that. Please sign up. Please do it earlier the better because it will fill up. There's only a limited number, and I'm telling you, if you wait till January on this one, you're going to be left out. Yeah, I'm telling you, you need to come down to the extension office or call or come by and get that locked down now and get on Tamara's class. You'll be very glad you did. And but space is limited because you're going to come back in February. Like, when's it? Sorry, you got to wait till next December to get it signed up again. So do it now.
Absolutely.
What else we got? I know I got way on the long.
It's all good. So on the 4-H side, we are still in our open enrollment, which means we are happily welcoming all youth. We welcome kids to join us all the time. But if you join now, you are eligible for the competition season of 2026.
Cool. So if you want to get in on fair season next year, now's the time to.
Yes.
And that's the sweet spot because if you're going to raise an animal, well, guess what? There's not like a box they come in and you add water and next thing you know, you got a chia animal. No, you got to go get the animal.
It takes a long time.
Yeah, there's a whole process.
Absolutely.
You're seeing the end result when you watch them at the fair. Now the real work begins.
And really, even sooner than that is our shooting sports season, especially for our older kiddos. They need to be enrolled pretty quick to be eligible for
Reminds me, I'm supposed to call. I forgot
the
to do
shooting sports contests in mid to late spring.
Very good.
So that is open. Please join us. That is youth ages 5 to 18 with some different caveats about when your birthday falls and all that good stuff.
People that have birthdays right around like the first of the year or stuff, they know that stuff really because they have to deal with it at school and everything else. So,
Yes.
So you have to deal with some of those
There's
same
like
things.
13 and 8th grade caveats, and you can
My brother was one of those people. He's a
you can
December baby.
turn 19, but not before January 1 and all the things. So if you have questions, call. 4-H is kind of like drinking from a fire hose if you've never been in it before, but once you figure it out, it's the best thing you could ever do.
It's a lot to you till you get your niche kind of thing.
Yes. So we've got project workshops going on right now. I've got some electricity happening. We're doing rocketry and beef coming up. Tamara's going to start quilting with our 4-Hers in January.
Excellent.
Quilting is a lot to take on, so we suggest starting that now so
Quilting
we're
is
ready
one of-
by fair.
Well, quilting's one of those things, and this is why people love the quilting so much. It's a labor of love. I'm thinking at the end of the day, like the physical stitches and stuff aren't hard to learn. It's just the monotonous, tedious time it takes to put thousands of those in, and that's why you see multiple people working on a quilt because there's literally, if you got a half dozen people working on the quilt, it's sure a lot easier than one person making that quilt. And so that's why these quilting clubs. So if you want to learn to quilt, learn that, you kind of learn from people, and then you kind of get in the thing, and next thing you know, you're part of the quilting circle. And
Right.
so that's the cool part of it.
And it's so crazy to see these kids doing that, right? Like we see the quilt squad, the extension clubs doing it, and
Sure.
don't get me wrong, it's cool when they do it too. But then you're like, wait, you're 8 and you did that?
Well, and the part I love about it is they're keeping this, let's face it, in the world of technology, in the world of machines and in ordering and push button everything, home economics type things like sewing, crafting, those are starting to take a back seat. And so it's so important to teach young...
No pun intended.
Yeah, right. But it's so important to teach young people quilting, sewing, craft, because you know what? It's always going to be needed. Always. No, I don't care how advanced we get, how technology. Someone's going to need to mend socks. Someone's going to need to make a blanket. Someone's going to want homemade hang. I don't care what anybody says. There is no blanket that you buy in a store that's ever better than something made you, whether it's a quilt or a crochet or whatever that is.
Yep.
It's never better. There's no store or no blanket in a store anywhere that's better than something your mom or grandma or family member or loved one made for you.
Absolutely.
And that's why it's so important. So it makes me happy when you see 8-9-year-old children learning to crochet, learning to quilt, learning to sew, learning to cook, learning to do these things, because they're going to grow up in even a more world where there's less of that type thing around. So them to have that skills to pass on to their kids, to keep the traditions going. I know that sounds very like, look, we're just here making blankets, right? No, I know that sounds like like I'm getting a little nostalgic or anything, but really, if you want to keep
the reality,
you want to keep your way of life, what we do and this is how you do it, is keeping these things. And so, and to be honest, I hope you get a lot of family members, whether it's father, son, mother, daughter, grandmother, whatever it is, do these together and do, maybe they're doing it and then you get the 4-H with the kids and then mom and dad or whatever's in one of the extension clubs for quilting.
Yep.
Do these things together. So when you're at home, you can do them together and really instill that love and create memories. And next thing you know, there's creating keepsakes that, next thing you know, you got that quilt hanging on the wall because that's your grandma made. And you created that by coming to an extension club or coming to 4-H. So that's the cool part.
Absolutely.
Again, I got one other soapbox, but
That's okay. That's okay.
But yeah, so sign up. And if you know what, that's the beauty of 4-H too. If you're like, I don't care about quilting, there are so many different facets. If you're into computers, 4-H got you covered. If you're into, like I said, shooting sports, 4-H got you covered. If you're into sports, there's other things through 4-H they got you covered. There's so many. If you have an interest, odds are there is a topic or a club in 4-H that has your interest in mind.
We just had our 4-H in service in Ruidoso, and we're adding projects.
Excellent. Good.
It just amazes me that there's stuff that we don't have.
We're missing some.
So, like, one of them that we're adding is fly fishing.
Okay.
It's not here yet, but it's in the works. So, even if we don't have it, it's not an option.
There you go. So, hey, calling all fly fishermen. Maybe you want to make this cement the deal and lend your expertise to it.
We could sure use some extra expertise. I tell you what.
Any fly fishers out there. And I'm guessing just because of the nature of the waterways we have around here, they're kind of shallow. Fly fishing is the way to go on some of that stuff.
Yeah, I have no idea. I know nothing about this world.
I know bare minimum about fishing, but I know like fly fishing is generally done in creeks and riverbeds. I'm trying to combine creeks and rivers and came out creek. Creek and riverbeds and places that are more shallow water.
Yeah.
That type of fishing where, with the hook in the water, and that's more deeper waters. But yeah, that would be awesome. So.
Yeah. I'm looking over beekeeping and clowning right now. I promise you we have something for you.
Beekeeping's good because I know there's a lot of people doing their own honey, and that's a thing now. And like you go to, certain time of season, you go to Roswell City and get bees and get all the accoutrements
you don't
you
even
need.
have to have your own bees to do the beekeeping project.
You could learn, get stung off someone else's bees.
Phone a friend, make some beeswax candles, whatever else.
And by the way, you get access to honey. Local honey.
How much better does it get?
That is always better. At health benefits, it's better. Local honey, if y'all didn't know, like if you got allergy issues and stuff, eat local honey. Mm-hmm. Local honey. It's got to be because that's got the stuff that pollinated with that kind of builds up an immunity for you on some of those things. So get Texas honey. Tasty, but it won't beneficially help you there. If you get something that was grown here in Travis County, Roswell area, which you see on store shelves from time to time, or better yet, sign up for extension or for 4-H, and you could learn the thing and start your own little honey. And I'm just telling you, depending on how good you're at it, you could make a side hustle pretty good on that because people are willing to buy up your honey very quickly.
Absolutely. We have a lot of really great local small businesses that are pairing with producers. Yeah.
Demand's way a lot higher than supply on that one. So if you get an interest in that, I'm telling you. Not to mention, we need more bees, just globally, worldwide.
Always.
If you Mother Nature does not happen without bees. I don't care what anybody says on every point of the planet. So the more I know, granted, these are kind of earmarked for a certain thing, but they're pollinating, they're spreading, they're continuing the plant life, and they're doing all that stuff. So, but yeah, I know these are granted kind of built for one purpose to make honey, but they need the pollinate to get honey. So by default,
it's a win-win.
Yeah, exactly. So, but anyway, and to be honest, and then you learn the other stuff too, because like if you're looking for certain taste of honeys, we'll put certain flowers around your hive so they'll pollinate and evoke. There's all kinds of
some
tricks
lavender
to the trade.
honey.
Yeah.
That's some good stuff.
Yeah, there's tricks to the trade there, and that's what you learn all that. So, good deal. What else did I
think that's all I've got for you.
Well, good, because I've been kind of taking everything and talking over, but I'm just trying to prove a point. There's a lot going on.
There's always so much going on.
Whether it's through 4-H, through the extension clubs and side of the thing, or through the ag side. And of course, if you have any questions about any of that stuff, don't hesitate to call or come by. And if you guys can't get an answer directly for them, you'll turn over the leaves to find that answer for them.
Oh, I guess I do have one more thing. We are still hiring an ag agent.
Yes, we do need a replacement for there. So again, you can I think apply through probably through NMSU. I know through Workforce Solutions Connections. I'm not sure what you call that, but
NMSU Travis County Ag Job. Ding! It'll come right up. So, and anybody interested in the ag side, whether that's entomology, production, cattle, animals, really anything ag, we are interested in, would love to have you on our team.
Excellent.
So feel free to reach out.
Very good. Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mike.
And we will see you next time.
Yes, sounds
Happy
good.
Thanksgiving. I won't see you between Turkey Day and all that.
All the things.
You going to be in town, or are you going out of town?
I don't even know.
You don't know? Do you have to cook?
Probably.
Okay. So,
probably going to get my recipes out of the Christmas showcase book.
You know what? You do got, some people that
I do know some people.
And by the way, if you talk nicely and you want to get maybe a book and you missed out, they can.
You should buy them before we move, so we don't have to move them.
I think it's $5 for the book or something like that. Yeah, it's very affordable.
It's very, very affordable.
And if you're looking for old ones, they do keep some around, and if they have them, you're more than welcome.
We're getting a little low on our supply of old ones.
Well, they're trying to make room because they're moving, and unless they could get rid of now, the less they got to carry over to the new place.
Exactly.
So you would be doing them a favor. So good deal.
Yep.
Well, thank you.
Thanks,
see you next
Mike.
time.
See ya.
With your Pecos Valley news update, I'm Jared Sorello. The city of Artesia is reminding residents to please don't damage the trees in city parks in order to get pecans. The city says residents are welcome to pick up pecans off the ground, but please do not hit, pull on, or throw things into the branches to try and get pecans to come down. The city has teams that work very hard to make sure that the trees in the parks look their best. The team looking into whether the New Mexico State Fairgrounds will move or stay is now sharing their progress. The group will host a community meeting, hoping to hear the community's opinions. Planners are trying to get the public informed on what they've discovered about the fairgrounds property and the surrounding area so far. They say this is a crucial step in their work in determining the future of the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. You're up to date. I'm Jared Cirillo reporting.
It's time for the Chaves County Sports Report. Hey, with all the fall sports ending on the high school level, only football remains. Let's turn our attention to basketball. And yeah, we've already got games scheduled as early as this Saturday. For instance, the Goddard Lady Rockets playing at Deming. That's a Saturday afternoon game at 2:30. And NMMI is scheduled to host Tatum this Saturday, also a 2:30 start. And then on Tuesday, the Dexter girls will be hosting Loving. That's a 6:30 start. Here's some other season openers for the locals, including the Roswell Coyotes boys. They'll be hosting Gadsden December the 2nd. That's Tuesday. Goddard will be hosting Deming the next day, December the 3rd. And the Roswell girls playing at Gadsden Tuesday, December 2nd. That's a 5:30 start. The Sports Report brought to you by DSI. Call DSI for all your office technology needs. I'm Eric Butler at Roswell's Talk FM 106.5.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler too, 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day. Back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
All across America, this is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
The main stock averages have been down 4 trading days in a row now. AI tech stocks are seen as priced too high, and broader economy stock Home Depot said business is down. Home Depot fell 6%, its largest decline in more than 2 years. They say higher tariff costs and high mortgage rates are the problem. 18 stocks in the S&P 500 traded at new 52-week lows, including Clorox, Adobe, Motorola, and Old Dominion Freight Line. But some healthcare and electric power stocks rose to new highs, in examples of the defensive stock alternatives to the higher-priced stocks. Now, Wall Street hopes that NVIDIA will report strong earnings after the closing bell today and slow or stop the selling in AI-related tech stocks. NVIDIA is important because it's in many 401k accounts. Investment managers' predictions range from tech and AI stocks staying strong to their declining by 8 or 9% in a sensible correction. Panera Bread says cutting costs and portion sizes went too far. They're reversing that now. Panera fell from the #1 casual food chain to 3rd. With business, I'm Joe Connolly.
This is the Red Apple Audio Network's Market Report, sponsored by Abacus Global Management.
What if the future of finance wasn't built around averages, but around you? At Abacus Global Management, we're reshaping financial planning around the most personal data point, your lifespan. But it's more than just insight, it's control. As a technology-driven asset manager, we're empowering investors with an integrated system to take command of your time, your future, your financial destiny. This is a new era of investing. Take control at abacusgm.com.
All right, Mr. Gobbles, it's that time of year again. Got any last requests? What? You want a smoking deal on a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle? Mucho dinero for your trade and your credit pardon? Well, you're going to have to go to Roswell Ford.
Hey, Roswell Ford is talking real turkey with our most aggressive offers in more than 5 years. Right now, get massive savings on new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles with 0% financing and no payments till February 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth. Worried that your credit is a little foul? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand financed. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Unselect vehicles. Offers not combined.
Some vehicles take you places. The Ford Bronco takes you everywhere. Where the pavement ends, the story begins. And the 2025 Ford Bronco is ready to lead the way. Right now, Carlsbad Ford has a big selection of Broncos on the lot, each one discounted with a special price for November. Plus, there's up to a $2,500 rebate on these rugged, adventure-ready Broncos. Don't wait. Come get the Bronco you've always wanted today at Carlsbad Ford on West Pierce in Carlsbad.
No doubt about it, our favorite season is fall. Leaves fall, temperatures fall, and electric bills fall. Fall brings us the joy of mowing our lawn for the last time and the sadness of picking that last tomato. Here at Roswell Seed Company, we start to talk about pansies, broomweed, and the first freeze. Yeah, we can get downright giddy. This is Ben Manette from Roswell Seed Company, reminding you that fall is when Mother Nature starts to show off. Try not to miss any of it.
The average American spends 2.5 days a year looking for lost items. We aren't sure how long Europeans and Asians look for lost stuff. We lost the list. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is about 5 minutes, 8:55, 5 minutes till the top of the hour here. Stay tuned next hour, around 9:15 or so. We'll have the folks from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce join us. Andrew and Gary will join us, give us an update on upcoming events and recap a few they just had here. And as we kind of roll into the Thanksgiving and Christmas holiday season here, things get busy and slow down all at the same time, if that's possible. It gets like right around like the end of November, first part of December, it gets really busy because everyone's trying to crowbar like all the holiday stuff there, because once you get into about the latter half of the second week of December, everyone's brain's totally turned off to anything but Christmas and holidays. So good luck getting anything done. So that's kind of, so it's kind of a busy season. So we got to hurry up to slow down. That's kind of, we're in that mode here with a little chili dipper in between for Thanksgiving. So scarf some turkey and watch some football and a little dip there. But anyway, we'll talk with the folks in the chamber and get an update on events and things going on there. Don't forget, we do have high school playoff football continuing this Saturday. Semifinal action. The Roswell Coyotes travel to Gadsden to take on the Panthers. Coyotes are the 2 seed. They're going to be Gadsden the 6 seed. That game will be available right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, audio only as well at ksvptv.com. Kickoff will be at 2 p.m. on Saturday. Pregame will start about 1:30, and we'll have all that action there for you. And then the other game that'll be happening on Saturday, the Artesia Bulldogs, the number 1 seed, they are traveling to the number 3 seed, Lovington Wildcats. That game will take place at 1 p.m. in Lovington, and we'll have that game for you on our sister station, 990 AM KSVP, which most of you probably can't pick up on a radio around here. So your better bet would be to catch it. We did actually get video permissions on that one. I don't know who we had to pay off or whatever to do that jobber, but we did somehow squeak that out. And so we'll be able to do that. We'll be able to have that for you. Just go to the Artesia Bulldog channel there at ksvptv.com. And then next week will be finals, and depending on who wins this weekend, we could be looking at an Artesia Roswell championship game. And I got to get the official knowledger of this, Kelly McDonald, because he's the one who always knows who owes who and who begats to whom and what and where's. But I believe Roswell has to go to Artesia if there is a champion. I think last time those two teams met up, they played in the Wool Bowl. So I believe next time they go to Bulldog Bowl, which is actually it's a fun place to play. I think if you're a high school football player in the state of New Mexico, I think that's kind of be like a bucket list type thing. And say, hey, we got to play a game. I mean, obviously, if you're Bulldog, you play there every week or half the season, anyways. But I mean, for like a lot of out of time. I mean, like I always think that, and I know Artesia, I think like they should get some of the smaller schools like down here. Let's do their championship game in that Bulldog Bowl. Let them play it in there and do that kind of stuff. But because it's kind of unique experience and stuff. But anyway, I'm just a dumb DJ. I don't have any real thoughts or nothing like that. But be kind of neat. I've seen a game up in the press. They got those luxury boxes, and it's not bad. It's comfy. All the hot dogs and nachos and popcorn and beverages. You can and then I had the best of both worlds because I could sneak into the broadcast booth, and they always had homemade cookies and stuff in there. So, yeah, I lived large in the press box over there. They were ready to roll me out that elevator. It actually made me roll down the steps. I was too fat. So, all right. It's time for Town Hall News. We'll be back. Don't go away.
Your home for Kim Commando in Roswell. 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM, KEND, Roswell, New Mexico.
Hour from Town Hall. I'm Rich Thomason. First the House, then the Senate passed the bill directing the Department of Justice to release all of the Jeffrey Epstein files. President Trump says he will sign the bill, although he calls the Epstein matter a Democrat hoax, says it's meant to distract from numerous Republican accomplishments since he took the White House for a second time. The president formally designating Saudi Arabia a major non-NATO ally.
The president made the announcement at a White House dinner for the kingdom's crown prince, a move that aims to elevate the military relationship between the two countries. While the designation is largely symbolic, it does provide foreign partners with certain benefits in the areas of defense, trade, and security cooperation.
Correspondent Ken Lorman. Looks like the Crescent City is up next.
Sources tell AP 250 federal border agents are set to descend on New Orleans in the coming weeks for a 2-month immigration crackdown. Dubbed Swamp Sweep, the operation aims to arrest some 5,000 people across southeast Louisiana and Mississippi.
Correspondent Ben Thomas. Setback for Republicans in a redistricting case out of Texas.
A panel of 3 federal judges has blocked Texas from using a new congressional map that Republicans drew in hopes of picking up 5 U.S. House seats. In a 2-1 ruling Tuesday, the judges in El Paso sided with opponents who claimed Texas' redrawing of congressional districts would harm black and Hispanic residents. Texas filed an immediate appeal with the Supreme Court Tuesday evening. Jason Walker reporting.
Stocks are higher on Wall Street this hour. The Dow is up 29 points. The Nasdaq trading 291 points higher. More on these stories at townhall.com.
Everybody wants cheap airfare, but where do you find it? You call low-cost airlines. Their prices are direct from the airlines, and they're so low you can't find these fares published anywhere. They specialize in cheap flights, discount hotel rooms, cheap car rental rates, and great package deals anywhere around the world. Wherever you want to go, they can help you get there cheaply and with a best price guarantee. If you want the lowest prices on your airline tickets or other travel services, call now. That's right, call. That's the only way to get these rates. Experts are standing by 24/7 to get you the cheapest airfare and hotel rates available. So don't wait. Call right now for the lowest travel prices anywhere and for great last-minute travel deals too.
Call 866-755-5300. That's 866-755-5300. Again, that's 866-755-5300. Call us right now.
Strikes multiple targets across Ukraine.
A regional governor says a Russian drone attack on Kharkiv has injured at least 40 people overnight into Wednesday as firefighters work to battle blazes and evacuate residents. Drones attacked several city districts, hitting at least 16 residential buildings, an ambulance station, a school and other civilian infrastructure. Kharkiv Oblast Governor Ole Sinahubov wrote on Telegram. Meanwhile, Russian drones and missiles struck an energy facility in the Lviv region, the regional head says, with no injuries reported. But a Russian aerial attack on several 9-story residential buildings in Ternopil, western Ukraine, has killed at least 9 people and injured dozens more, says President Volodymyr Zelensky, adding rescuers were working on site to save lives. I'm Charles de Ledesma.
News and analysis at townhall.com. So much speculation over what the Federal Reserve will do next.
It was considered almost certain there would be another rate cut. Now it's a coin flip.
A further reduction in the policy rate at the December meeting is not a foregone conclusion.
Fed Chair Jerome Powell was cautious after last month's cut, and some policymakers have shown greater concern over persistent inflation and affordability that played a large role in this month's elections. There are also fears the job market could worsen and layoffs could become more widespread. That issue could be cleared up by the late release of September jobs numbers. Fewer rate cuts by the Fed could also leave borrowing costs for homes and cars higher. Ed Donahue, Washington.
More arguments today before a judge as former FBI Director James Comey fights for dismissal of a criminal case against him. His lawyers are hoping to convince the judge that Comey is a target of vindictive prosecution. More on these stories at townhall.com.
What in the wide, wide world of sports is going on here?
I promise you, whatever scum did this, not one man in this force will rest for 1 minute until he's behind bars. Now let's grab a bite to eat. Yeah, come on.
I feel the hot wind on my shoulder and the touch of a world that is older. I hit the switch and check the number. I leave it on and then I slumber. I hear the rhythm ringing through it. Flamenco guitar and cumbia music. I hear the talking of the DJ. The demolition, what does he say? I'm on a Mexican radio. I'm on a Mexican radio.
Broadcasting live from high atop the J.P. White Building in downtown Roswell, New Mexico. It's Mornings with Mike Winters on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM.
Is that what I sound like when I talk?
Now, here's your host, Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 6 minutes after 9 o'clock. Welcome to hour number 3.
Crazy miracles.
Mornings with Mike Winters, right here on 106.5 Roswell's Talk FM. Happy Wednesday.
Yes, we'll do it.
A rainy, hazy, and back in bed. Ducking back in bed, yeah. Sleeping.
The blankets.
Yes.
Read a good book or put a good book on podcast and take a snooze.
Do you think ducks would sleep comfortably under a down comforter?
They already do.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't think about that. But do you think the ducks hate geese enough that they could, sleep under a comforter without feeling guilty about it?
Yes, 100%.
Were they smart enough to realize it's their dead relatives they're sleeping? No. I mean, we're getting into the whole Donald Duck's family eating a big turkey at Thanksgiving all over again here. What are we doing here, Harry?
So I read a fact the other day that they actually, for several years, cut the scene out of A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving where Woodstock helped Snoopy carve the turkey. They took the scene out because they said they couldn't justify Woodstock cannibalizing and cutting into another bird. They then put it back into the special in its entirety when it moved to CBS in 72 or something like that. Yeah.
Birds are cannibals. Birds do eat other birds.
I would assume.
I feel like Woodstock
chickens and ducks will eat anything.
Yeah, they're dumb. But I think it. Let's face it.
Well, plus, it tastes like chicken.
Right?
Right?
But let's Woodstock's kind of a tiny bird. Mm-hmm. The turkey's big. I mean, that's see, the meat shall inherit the earth kind of a moment for Woodstock is what I'm saying here.
Yeah, Woodstock staring down a turkey does say, I could feed my family for months.
Right. I mean, to be honest, we have a dog flying around on a doghouse. Mm-hmm. But we draw the line at a little bird wanting some big birds to eat.
Yes.
I mean, we got to, just saying, we're going to suspend the disbelief thing. You might want to move the bar a little bit.
Right.
Have you seen any of those videos where the cat, there's a cake that looks exactly like a cat?
Oh,
and the owner goes to slice the head, and the cat's watching and just...
that's getting out of hand now because it's
Those
all
are
AI.
hilarious. Yeah, it's all AI, but it's
now
hilarious.
Like I literally saw one yesterday where they combined the scene where the people do the card tricks to the apes at the zoo and make them like bedazzled. They did that with the ape, where a lady's cutting the ape cake in front of that ape and having it do the crazy thing. And I'm like, it's getting out of hand. This is just getting ridiculous.
Yeah, I have a real particular problem with artificial intelligence. The thing that really bugs me about it is when Sora, the program that people are using to do all this, will now let you upload yourself into Sora so you can then make videos like AI
of yourself doing all stuff.
I've seen several of my friends do this, and I lose a little bit of respect for you if you do this. If somebody records himself, my brother did this, and now he's got a video on his Facebook of him out fishing with Jesus.
Well,
it's odd.
Yeah,
this kind of goes back to that same logic, though, that you know how people said, stop doing those like those little things where they make you look older.
Yeah.
Because now they got a picture of you, and I'm like, hello, genius, you have a driver's license in your pocket.
Right.
I got a picture of you.
Right.
I feel like this is one of those. Yeah, you're just uploading something they already got anyway.
Yeah.
Yes, but I don't think that they could replicate, like, since I haven't uploaded mine, I don't think they could replicate me well enough to fool my family or my friends.
Right.
That's where I have the problem.
Gotcha.
If you upload yourself and somebody could get a hold of that and then use it to manipulate your friends, your family into thinking you're in trouble or something's happening to you. And people who can't discern the difference, and let's face it, it's as bad now as it's ever going to be again.
And there is a scam going on about that too.
Sure.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, Sean. If you would have asked 20-year-old Sean this question,
I'd be all
20-year-old Sean
mean mugging that thing all over.
But let me explain.
in like Flynn.
Let me explain. 20-year-old me would be back in 2005, and I was fascinated by technology back then. So yes, I would have been all in.
But so you got to kind of, now that you've been burned and turned a few years now, you're kind of like, I'm a little punch drunk and wiser.
Right. I'm
you
cynical
tell a 20-year-old kid that here, stop doing this vain thing. They might get you more likes and follows.
Sure.
Because someday someone might steal your identity.
Yeah, but
They don't care.
there's
They're going to steal your identity anyway. We're
Right.
all walking around with mini computers.
Yeah.
So Big Brother's already got us. If you walk outside of your house, there's cameras. I mean, everybody's got doorbell cameras or security cameras on their homes.
Yeah.
There's cameras all over in public.
I got to be honest.
Or caught.
I find it really hard that there isn't a crime in public today that's not on camera. So I don't think you can commit a crime in public without it being on camera somewhere.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Short of maybe out in way out in the middle of the desert or something. But if you're
But
in a
even
town
then,
or-
people have their phones, and you don't know who's out
Next
there.
thing you know, that Google Earth guy comes rolling by.
So in other words, if you're going to commit crimes, do it in Appalachia.
There you go.
Where they're a lot less likely to have doorbell cameras.
No, you know
The
what'll happen?
outback of Australia.
Except for what's going to be the opposite is like, our 24/7 Eagle cam sitting right here. It just so happened to catch you doing what you're doing in the woods.
That's
out
what
there.
I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
yeah, exactly. So
You don't know.
yeah, so you're pretty much if you're
Okay, so yeah, they've got grainy footage of me, but I'm not about to upload a high quality version of myself into
No, I agree. Like, I'm not going to do that. And it's funny because I watch all those videos too, and my kids are like, Mom, that's AI. I'm like, I know it's AI. I am aware. It's still not any less funny.
I'll be honest.
When it's obvious.
There's a couple here lately that have gotten me. That if I don't go to the comments, now I have to go to every video's comments just to see if it's AI. But I watched one earlier, actually. A guy was drawing a chalk drawing on the sidewalk of a brick for like a staircase, and some guy thought it was the whole thing was chalk, and he stepped into the stairwell and fell into the stairwell, and it looked very realistic. And I fell for it until I got into the comments and said, "Oh, it's AI." I'm like, I'm very confused by what's happening around us right now.
Apparently, we're not.
But that's what I'm saying. Is
Nobody
they're
can
getting-
hear us.
on the streaming side, I think there's something not connected there.
Yeah.
They're getting so good, and it's terrifying.
It is. There was one I saw. There's a gentleman in the bathroom, and a deer comes crashing through the window, and then a grizzly bear, and they're all fighting. And I'm like, obviously, it's AI. It was hilarious, but it was so realistic that if you really didn't know AI was out there and you were not aware, it looked like it was real. And it's something that I guess is plausible. Like it could maybe happen.
Oh yeah.
And I've watched it like 10 times and my kids are like, it's AI. I'm like, I know, but it's still funny.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with the dumb ones like the cats playing the instruments on the porch or any of those. The ones I have a problem with are the ones that morph into things. Like someone's eating the sandwich and then it morphs into the other thing. And I'm like,
like celebrities that are animals or,
that's just disturbing.
There was a trend like 6-7 months ago of people where they would post pictures and AI would generate the rest, like what happened after the picture. And there was like a couple of them where like they were posing with one of those the Target dogs, whatever that kind of dog is, Bull Terrier, I think.
Okay.
Spot.
So Spot.
Yeah, Spot.
So the AI took the photo and it put a face in the back of the dog's head, and then the dog like it broadened out and the dog had robot legs. And then it turned into like a demon, and it ran at. It's like why?
That's the stuff I hate.
What was the purpose of any of that?
Yeah, having the animals do ninja stuff that doesn't bother me. But although the one that really kicked off my creepy factor was the whole trend where people were taking like TV shows and things and doing baby versions of it, like the Friends, the cast of Friends as babies. The one that really disturbed me was the Sopranos cast as babies. Nothing weirder than seeing a creepy Tony Soprano as a baby. But anyway.
Weirdly still balding.
Smoking a cigar.
Right. But those bugged me. But yeah, if it's just like to be honest, I giggle every time I see the one with the cat with the accordion and but it's funny.
They brought it up on this last weekend's SNL. They had they were showing grandma photos of like from her past.
Yeah.
And they were showing how AI will take it and do other stuff with it. At one point they showed a picture of the grandma as a baby, and then it made the rest of it turned the baby into an accordion, and the guy started playing the baby. Yeah, the woman was she started smoking her hot dog. It was a whole thing. It was really funny.
I feel bad for celebrities through all of this because talk about people that already have their images uploaded, and then no wonder we have these, even D-list type celebrities that now there's articles out there. Oh, did you see that they did this? Or you can see, their compromised photos, and that's all AI generated.
I saw a thing yesterday, and I don't know, it was on X, so take it with a grain of salt, but it was something like a couple of celebrities officially sold their rights to AI.
I've heard about that.
Like it was I think McConaughey was one of them, and like Morgan Freeman or something. I don't know.
I've heard a couple of,
but I don't know if that was just internet.
Wow.
Well, there was one that went around
that was real.
Like right around the time that it was announced that Bruce Willis had aphasia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a big thing that like an AI, he sold his likeness to an AI company so he could. That was all a big hoax.
Okay.
Like they came out like a week later.
See, that's what I'm thinking.
That
This may all be just bunk. But
yeah.
I was seeing a lot of that yesterday.
Well, there's a video of him saying that he sold his likeness, but that video was AI generated, so who knows what to believe in.
Well, exactly. That's the stuff that,
Which, by the way, if you ever do the will stuff, especially in state of New Mexico, don't ever just video grandma telling you that will never hold up.
Right.
Yeah, that's not a thing.
Yeah, that's.
I mean, it is after you have, but you've got to have the signed and notarized document.
Well, they'll never accept it in a legal thing, and their legality is, who's to say there's not someone holding a gun on the other side of that camera at grandma's head making her say that stuff, and there's no proof of that. So they'll never accept it in court. So just if you have that as your peace of mind, go see a lawyer.
I'm going to go hold a gun to my grandma's head.
All right. As you can guess, the folks in the chamber are here. We should probably get the hour going. It is 9:18. Let's get you up to date. Hold on. Let me switch hands because I can't operate the mouse with the left hand. I'm going to do it in the question mark form. Here is your weather.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler too, 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day. Back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
Thank you, Steve. Currently 48 degrees here in Roswell. Humidity is at 80%. Winds currently out of the north at 6 miles per hour. Looking at a 40% chance of some more rain here. That should probably taper off around lunchtime today. Mostly cloudy for the day. High of 69 degrees with north winds at around 5 to 10 miles per hour. Tonight, we're looking at a 60% chance of showers and thunderstorms, but don't wait up. They're talking like after 2 a.m. Mostly cloudy with an overnight low of 48 degrees. Southwest winds at around 5 miles per hour. Expecting less than 1/10 of an inch unless we get an actual thunderstorm rolling through the area. For Thursday, prepared to get wet. Looks like we're looking at an 80% chance at rain. They give me a whole word salad on like showers and possibly a thunderstorm before 8 a.m., and then showers between 8 and 11, then a chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11. So, yeah. Telling you, these guys are getting paid by the word. But anyway, so chance of rain till probably at least through the afternoon. High of 63 under cloudy skies. They say we could get anywhere from a quarter to a half inch of rain tomorrow. So that's a little bit more significant. Then that kind of tapers off because no talk of rain Thursday night, mostly clear, overnight low of 38. Friday, sunny, mid-60s for a high. Saturday, mostly sunny and 63. And then rain chances return Saturday night, a 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms after 11. Partly cloudy, overnight low of 43. 50% chance of rain Sunday, partly cloudy and 62. A 30% chance of rain Sunday night with an overnight low of 39, and 20% on Monday with a high of 63. So good chances of rain here next day or so, then a little respite, then picks back up, and then it's Thanksgiving. All right, it is 21 minutes after 9 o'clock. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and then we'll have the folks from the Chamber officially join us on the other side. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
Thanksgiving is the time to bring the whole family together to celebrate and be thankful. But after the turkey and stuffing are put away, Black Friday at Roswell Hyundai means the best deals of the year, including 5.49% APR for 60 months on 2025 Hyundai Venues, 3.99% for 60 months on 2025 Hyundai Elantra and Palisade, or as low as 0% for 60 months on Hyundai Tucson. Roswell Hyundai will work hard to get the deal done. Black Friday deals all month long at Roswell Hyundai, 1909 West 2nd.
Some wounds need expert care to heal properly. At Artesia General Hospital's Wound Care and Hyperbaric Medicine Center, we use advanced treatments like hyperbaric oxygen therapy to help chronic wounds heal faster. If you or a loved one has a wound that won't heal, call 575-736-8235 today and take the first step toward recovery.
Hi, this is Dr. Keon at Carabelli Dental. If you're missing teeth or struggling with dentures, I want you to know there's a better way. It's called 3-on-6 Dental Implant Solutions. It's the most natural smile replacement ever. With 3-on-6, you don't just smile again, you eat again. Apples, steaks, whatever you love, you can eat it with confidence. And here's the kicker. Carabelli Dental is the only office in New Mexico and West Texas offering this advanced dental treatment. My team and I are experts in implants and in sedation. So while you relax, we will transform your smile. Call Carabelli Dental today and take back your smile and your bite.
Call 575-622-4455.
Looking to start, continue, or complete your higher education journey? Join the more than 6,000 fellow Greyhounds on their journey to student success. Eastern New Mexico University offers the most affordable higher education degree in the Southwest, and New Mexico residents can go to school tuition-free with the New Mexico Opportunity Scholarship. With online or in-person degrees, ENMU is the right choice for you. For more information, visit enmu.edu. ENMU, student success. That's what we're about.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. China has more English speakers than the United States. They have more Chinese speakers, too. Here's Mike Winters.
And good morning. It is 23 minutes after 9 o'clock, and joining us now officially in studio, Andrew Moore and Gary Thrine from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
Morning.
How's everything in your world this morning?
It is fantastic. It's kind of wet outside. It's starting to cool down. The leaves are changing. It's finally starting to feel like Thanksgiving in fall. I'm excited.
Yeah, now that we got a little rain and everything, that'll knock them off, so the leaf piles will, if they're not already forming in your yard, should be pretty quick here.
Right.
So,
yep.
Yeah. But.
I got one of those high-speed leaf suckers last year that breaks it down, and you can get like 20. What would take 20 bags to fill of leaves to fill up, you can do in one bag.
Nice.
And it just mulches everything. So
nice.
I'm ready to get that thing out.
He's like, I'm
started.
He's excited. I'm ready
to go play.
Yeah. It's kind of like when someone gets like a new food processor or something. Just give me some stuff to chop up quick. Give me that. What is that? A cucumber? Yeah, throw that in there. You know what else we got? But, yeah,
absolutely.
But yeah, with the cooler weather, it's starting to feel full on fall. Like I think for the first time here, it's starting to. Summer was kind of fighting to get out of there, but I think fall is now officially kind of.
I'm hoping
taking over here. So, but that being said, as I was kind of mentioning last hour, we're in that holiday season where it's going to get real busy real quick and then really not busy really quick, where everyone's trying to get everything done in the first week or two of December. By the end of the second week of December, it's
done.
Ghost Town City. And so we're kind of having that hurry up to get to the chill out mode. So that being said, it's going to get a little fast and furious probably over the next week or two at the chamber here, and with events and things, while everyone tries to get them in before we all go hide and seek for the Christmas holiday here.
Exactly.
Yeah. So where do you want to start, Gary?
Well, let's pick up. I believe we got together last on the 5th of November.
Mm-hmm.
So we had already done the Wags and Whiskers Pet Hotel groundbreaking.
Yeah.
And we were getting ready to go over to Big Old Tire and do their business after hours.
Yeah.
And found a lot of interesting things about Big Old Tire. They're very like peace in the military. PC, primary, preventive maintenance checks.
Gotcha.
They're very good at if you're getting ready to go on a road trip.
Sure.
To bring it in and let them check it out. There's no, you can set an appointment or you can just come in and they'll get you in right away.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, when you live in Roswell, New Mexico, you take a lot of road trips.
Yeah, exactly. And there's no sense.
Everything's a road trip.
If you haven't checked your tires lately or your brakes,
Absolutely.
It's a good idea to go do that.
Especially if you're going to be hitting the road for Thanksgiving or Christmas here, and your most precious of cargo will be in the back there, and make sure everything's tip top.
Right. And then on the 7th of November, Friday, we had a really busy day. We had the ribbon cutting and grand reopening out at Walmart that they had segregated off a third of the parking lot and had food wagons and everything. A big giant,
almost like a little carnival.
Pepsi balloon, and had a big stage set up, and we got the grand reopening completed there in time to dodge downtown and dedicate a bench. One of the new benches.
Yeah, the new the cap benches, the bottle cap benches.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that was by the Assistance League.
Yeah.
And they dedicated it in the name of Nally Construction.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some good photographs. I got out in the Meridian in between the light changing and on Main
if you
Street.
could dodge a race, you could dodge traffic, you could dodge the ball.
Exactly. So survived the day that day.
Right.
And then the following Tuesday, we had a ribbon cutting at Parnell Law Firm.
Yeah.
And the ribbon cutting went very well. And then that afternoon, they had a gas giveaway. And,
so it was a gas,
so,
pardon the pun.
And and I understand they were quite busy all afternoon.
I heard, there was lines around the Chevron and everything they were doing that at.
Yep, 10 gallons of gas.
Yeah.
But welcome new platinum member, Parnell Law. And then on the 12th, in the chamber, because it's a home-based business now, gluten-free sweet treats catering came in, and we did their ribbon cutting there in the chamber, and she brought some cupcakes that were just out of this world.
Yeah.
don't ask me to name the flavors, but we posted it in the weekly email, her flyer of how to get a hold of her and order, because Thanksgiving is coming up, and
I'm sure
not having to cook dessert is one less thing you got to worry about.
And I imagine being a home-based business, her dance card's going to fill up quickly. So
absolutely.
Get your orders in pretty quick here.
And she has been cleared by the health department.
Sure.
She has done all of the certifications.
The Domino's oven is all the blessings.
So it's not just, Aunt Betty and her 12 cats.
Right.
Making your cupcakes.
Right.
It is food grade kitchen. She's good.
This is actual licensed business with all the bells and whistles to compliances and checks and
absolutely.
And to be honest, when the time is right, I'm sure she'll have a brick and mortar here and everything else.
Well, she had one, and then the building got messed up, and it was going to take too long to
so she's
to
literally
get it repaired, and
she's making lemonade right now.
Exactly.
I don't know what the baking version of that is, so we're just going to keep going.
There you
go. Using duck eggs instead of chicken eggs.
That's right.
But and that I've heard that's better to bake with is duck eggs than regular chicken eggs. They bake it better.
You know what? I wouldn't deny it. I've never tried it, but I'm not opposed to it either. So I'm an equal opportunity egg. Ostrich egg? Why not?
Ostrich egg is the equivalent of 18 eggs. FYI.
Yeah.
Fun fact.
I gotta be honest. That's a bucket list thing. I want to big it ostrich. I want to get an ostrich egg. I want to scramble it. And I want to eat it.
It's good.
I want to try it. Never had it.
Good.
Does it taste like regular egg? Or is it a weird kind of? Okay. Yeah.
I can't taste it. I'm just like, okay, it's a bunch of eggs. Yum.
Okay.
And then on Thursday the 13th, we had the grand reopening of the Zips car wash at Zips Express down south.
Yeah.
And they had free car washes, and they had a big display set up, and they had a food truck there, and we had just a really good turnout. And that kind of wraps up November. We are closed next week for the week of Thanksgiving.
Okay.
And if you need us, you won't be able to reach us at the chamber, but I have my cell phone. Andrea will be out of town, so if you need anything from the chamber, give me a call, and I will square you away. But 575-626-4008. Again, that's 575-626-4008, and I'll be happy to help you out with whatever you need.
Excellent.
Yes,
Very
absolutely.
Good.
And the Assistance League had dedicated the bench, which is over on 3rd and Main, right in front of Benchmark, because Nally Construction has done a lot for the Assistance League since COVID at either low cost or no cost, helping them to upgrade buildings and put us in the right direction for the different things that needed to be done. So huge shout out to Keith Nally and his construction company helping out. Just fantastic. And on Friday, we also had Leadership Roswell down at the county administration building. So the class got to get a tour of the county building. They met the different county commissioners, of course, the county manager. So they learned all things Chavis County. They learned about tourism. And I must say, I have to give a huge shout out to Domino's Pizza on McAfee, because they really helped us out in a time, in a crunch. There was a little bit of a hiccup with lunch. And so I was able to call them, and I'm not kidding, in less than 20 minutes, they got us 20 salads and about 15 pizzas so that the class would have lunch. And just huge shout out to Domino's. Nice. This is not a paid advertisement, but I just don't know how else for the Chamber and Leadership Roswell to show our appreciation that they really helped us out when it very easily could have gone really, really bad. Domino's helped us out. So thank you, Domino's Pizza, for everything you've done for us.
Absolutely. Yeah. They, you know what? I got a feeling they've been bailing out soccer teams, football teams, company picnics, businesses. Probably a few weddings and quinceañeras over the years.
Well, and they didn't have to, because I call right in the middle of lunch rush on a Friday.
Yeah.
And, I'm in a panic because I'm like, I've got 35 people to feed.
Right.
Help. They could have just said, okay, well, we'll take. Well, no, they could have taken our order and said, well, we're putting you at the back of the line, and it's going to happen when it's going to happen.
Yeah.
But no, they threw us right there. We were priority number one. I showed up, and they're like, that the pizzas aren't ready. I'm like, I know that they're not ready. Like, I'm not here, but I was like, I just wanted to make sure I'm here when they do get ready. And I don't think I was there 5 minutes, and they were like. They said, open the back of your car. They loaded my car up and everything.
Man.
Awesome. Like I said, I cannot praise them enough. So thank you, Domino's Pizza.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yep. They probably know Rick, too.
Probably.
Absolutely. But, of course, like you were saying here with the holidays coming, if you do have events and things that you want to celebrate as chamber members and you want to, line up for a ribbon cutting or business after hours or some kind of event,
Absolutely.
either at your business or, like you said, if you're an internet-based business or, maybe your business does more internet work than it does brick and mortar work, then we can set it up at the chamber.
Yes.
We can set up a virtual version of it too if we want, and that's, we kind of do that with the streaming. COVID, we had to do a lot of that
exactly.
kind of stuff.
We have all kinds of technology to be able to help out. And so just give us a call. We are here. And if there's something, if you are a member of the chamber and you're thinking to yourself, you know what, the chamber, I'd really like to see the chamber do something that we're not already doing. Call. I can't stress enough. Call us and let us know because we may not have thought about it.
Right.
Or if you don't say something to us, we can't make it happen.
Absolutely. And please, I invite you to, if you're, if you have your activities, events, please submit them to put up on our calendars for the chamber. That way, when we send out our weekly blast, they can see all of our stuff on the calendar. People can go there and use it as a one-stop shop. And we like to even say, use it to plan. It's like, hey, we're going to have our big thing, but let's see, is March that good time to do it? And you can go to the
exactly.
There's this festival. Maybe we should pull it to this week. And so please share that information with us so we can get it out there and literally, not only let just the average person coordinate, but allow everyone to say, hey, maybe we can plot and plan our events.
And our community calendar is open to the public. That is not just for members. So if you've got an event, you can go to roswellnm.org and click on the community calendar, and you can add an event. Now, it's not going to show up instantaneously because there is, a little
process.
We got to approve it. Because
if you've got your satanic cult meeting that was going to start, we're not going to lie.
Probably not. Probably not.
I'm going to call. What's wrong with this? I don't know. It was just the first thing that popped in.
Right.
I don't know.
And
You're fine people.
But with very rare exception, and really, I think the only things I have not approved have been events that have come from Roswell, Georgia.
Oh yeah. I mean, why not promote them?
But
we're still getting members from Roswell, Georgia. I have to call back. And say,
I think that's probably the only thing. Just because I don't mind.
Sure.
Promoting what's going on in Georgia, but it's not very relevant for us.
They're not going to get much much juice out of that squeeze. That's
Correct.
all I'm saying.
But there is a lag, and I do get a little tab that pops up on my computer that says, "Hey, there has been an event." And I go in, and I very just quickly kind of skim over it, and then I hit approve.
Yeah. Cool. But please use that as a tool to help get your events out and things.
And if you're a chamber member, send us information.
Yeah.
If we have the information in the office by noon on Thursday,
we'll blast out on
Friday. It
Friday.
is guaranteed to go into the weekly email that goes out at 9 a.m. on Friday. Now, with that said, there is one exception. There is no weekly email going out next week during the Thanksgiving holiday.
Because the office will be closed. And,
correct.
Everyone
nobody's going to look at it on Friday anyway because they're going to be out shopping. So,
sleeping.
This Friday,
it'll go out.
Get your flyers
so
for
if there's
Thanksgiving
stuff,
and Black Friday.
Yeah, if you've got Black Friday or Thanksgiving, send it to me.
Yep.
And if I get so much stuff, I'll even send out 2 separate weekly emails.
Okay.
on Friday, you know, I may do one at 9 o'clock and then do a second one that goes out maybe 10. So that way people know it's two different
it's like if you live in a big city,
with,
you got 2 yellow pages. You know?
Exactly. Exactly. Back in the day, remember?
Right, exactly. Here you only get like a little sliver book, but you know.
Back in the day, it was like A through L and M through Z.
Yep, but be thinking about your sales that you want to have next week. And
so I can get those
up to
in
Thanksgiving
this week.
and for Black Friday.
Absolutely.
Get them into us this week.
Yep. So please get on the stick on that one here. But like you said, get it in by tomorrow? I guess would be.
Yeah, tomorrow at noon.
Tomorrow at noon.
And I'll probably wait a little bit longer than noon. But basically, if I have it before I go to sleep tomorrow night,
you'll be good.
It'll get in.
Good deal. And then, of course, real quick. Update on Lunar Cow. Are they still looking?
We're still working on getting the last of the spaces filled up.
Okay, so reach out to them.
If you haven't signed up for an ad on the new map with Lunar Cow, then please call us and we'll get you connected with the Lunar Cow folks, or you can call them direct at lunarcow.com
and get her going. But yeah, if you don't remember all that, you can.
Just call
get
us.
a hold of us and we'll get you in touch.
575-623-5695. Or you can come see us 131 West 2nd. We'd love to help you out, or roswellnm.org.
That's right. Good deal. Well, thank you guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
thank you.
If I don't see you between now and then, happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving. Absolutely.
Yeah. Enjoy your turkey day and parading. And,
woo! I'm so excited.
And we'll see. Well, since you're going to be in New York, you got to, because you're in New York City. That means you got to eat some Chinese food. You got to eat some pizza.
Yes.
You got to hit a deli.
We're going to have a hot dog.
And you got to hit like a Jewish delicatessen where you get knishes and bagels and whatnot. You know, you got to get all.
Oh, trust me. So my dad had asked me, he goes, what do you want to do when you're in New York?
Yeah.
And I was like, I have 2 things on the list. Hang out with you, because if anybody knows me, my dad is my hero.
Yeah.
I love my dad. I'm like, I'm hanging out with my dad.
Yeah.
And I want to eat my way through New York.
There you go.
And my dad looked at me and he goes, that's why I love you. And I was like, right?
Yeah.
And then my son calls me and he goes, Mom, I have a list of things I want to do. And I'm like, okay, what do you want to do? It's all eating in New York. And I'm like, oh. 2 of the 3 of my favorite men are like, let's eat our way through New York. And my husband's like, I'm doing whatever anybody else is doing. I'm just along for the ride. So I'm like, we are going to go eat our way. And my dad's like, because in New York, you can walk, find something to eat, sit on a bench. He goes, get up, walk, find something to eat, sit on a bench. And I'm like, yeah. Yep. I'm so excited. That is the thing I'm excited about.
Feed the birds or pigeons down in Central Park?
Maybe. Pigeons or rats.
There you go.
They're flying rats.
Yeah, there's not much.
Maybe. But no, we are within a mile of all of the stuff that everybody says to go do.
Does Rockefeller Center open up for Thanksgiving?
We're going to go.
Tree, isn't it?
Is it during Thanksgiving when they dedicate the tree?
They'll do that probably the day we leave.
Yeah, I was thinking that was
because I think they do it right after Thanksgiving.
But is like the ice skating rink open already?
Yep, We're going to go ice skating. We're within a mile of Times Square. My son's already found a little like rooftop bar to go to at night, because Times Square during the day is really. That's not something special. You want to see the lights on all the billboards and stuff. So my son's like, hey, this is the top rated place. So we're like, okay, we'll go do that. The one thing everybody, because my whole family's going, there's like 25 of us going, and it's going to be fun. The one thing everybody has seen, we've all been told, don't go to the Empire State Building, because you can't see the Empire State Building if you're in the Empire State Building. But there is number 1 Vanderbilt place that you go up to the top, and it is an experience. Like, they immerse you in dark. They give you sunglasses.
Oh, wow.
It is a whole thing. And then when you get up to the observation deck, they like open up the curtains.
Okay.
And it is just brilliant light. Yeah, it is. And you get to
Morgan
see
Freeman shows up.
all of the skyline of Manhattan.
That's
so you're
cool.
going to see Central Park. You're going to see, where the Twin Towers, where you're going to see all of that stuff, the Statue of Liberty. And I'm like, and we've got kids from a year old to, you know.
Are you guys going to go do Statue of Liberty in Ellis Island?
We're not going to go, like, I have no desire to go inside the Statue of Liberty, but we are taking the ferry ride around because then you get the really good pictures.
Well, and here's the thing I would recommend. Yeah, the statue, it was neat that I did it, but I ain't gonna, that was a long, smelly.
I did that in college when my best friend lived there.
I really enjoyed the Ellis Island, the museum, and really seeing about the names and seeing the process.
Well, my ancestors came through there.
Yeah, and so if you've never done that, highly recommend that. That's really cool.
The stuff that we want to go do. My son is a huge financial nerd, so he's like, "Mom, we got to go to Wall Street," and I'm like, "We'll go to Wall and Broad, not a problem. We'll take the picture with the Merrill Lynch bull."
Well, that's where you get to eat a hot dog on the sidewalk.
Absolutely.
Right there, get
we'll go to Greenwich Village and go see the Friends thing and all of that stuff. We'll go, Chinatown, Little Italy. We've got 4 days. And I was like, New York doesn't sleep, so neither will I.
And this is when I was telling my brother went to school in the Bronx and all that. Well, he also took me to New York's oldest pub, McSorley's.
My son has that on his list.
Yeah, and it's really cool. It's light beer, dark beer.
That's it.
The choices are light beer.
Do you want light or dark?
Yeah. It's literally the old sawdust on the floor.
That's awesome.
It's old school. They didn't even let women in that room, that bar, until 1978 or something.
Wow.
Like that. Yeah, it's old school.
Yeah, my nephews, they would let me in. I am a broad. You're letting me in.
Well, you can go in there now, but back then you didn't.
You want to borrow one of my Red Sox jerseys to wear out there?
Well, that might get her.
I don't need to be killed.
Yeah.
My dad's already said there are certain things you're not, like, I have to leave my MAGA hat home.
Yeah. Well, and to be honest, depending on what parts of New York you're going into, you could be hitting Mets territory with your Yankees gear, and that could be bad for you too.
Yeah.
So but I know if you go in with Red Sox gear,
I'm going to get killed.
You're going to get pelted. Yeah. That's.
But no, we're already
wear
excited.
a Yankees hat into Boston.
That's okay. I wore.
He was promptly told to leave the bar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're not polite about it in Boston. Philly and Boston, they're not nice people.
Well, I wore Cornhusker stuff to a CU game.
Did you?
Because CU and Cornhuskers always have a big rivalry.
Yeah.
And my dad's a Cornhusker, and I grew up in Colorado. And we'd go to that game every year, and every year it's either in Boulder or it's in Lincoln. So we'd wear CU buffs in the Washa red growing up. But that was back in the day when people had a sense of humor.
Yeah.
I don't know that I'd do it today.
Well, and no offense to rivalries out here, but those East Coast people are they have an art to being mean.
Yes.
And it's a different world.
Don't mess with the Sox.
They're just born mad.
Don't mess with the Yankees. Don't
you
mess
can't
with
have
the
a thin skin.
Or the Eagles.
You can't have a thin skin back east.
Yeah. So
I'll fit in just fine because very little phases me. I shouldn't say nothing, but very little phases me. There are some in my family that
I do little to draw attention. Yeah, I do little to draw. When I get into like Philly or New York, I do little to draw I keep none of my DC roots with. I'm not wearing any of my Redskins or Commanders gear or Catholic because nope, I'm not gonna do it. Only Pittsburgh I will but Philly and and New York no, I'm not that dumb.
Right. Yeah, you got to read the room.
Now I will defend myself, but I'm not going to advertise that. Hey, please pick on me. I'm wearing this big burgundy and gold hat. I'm not doing that.
So we're excited to go do this stuff because, like I said, we've got little kids all the way up to us big kids. So we'll be doing a little bit of everything.
We're going to enjoy, take lots of pictures.
Oh, absolutely.
If we come back and you're 10 pounds heavier, we know exactly you succeeded in your crawl.
I am planning on it. I'm like, okay, I am definitely taking my Joey pants with me.
Stretchy pants.
That's right.
Where's my stretchy pants?
We've got enough room in my office. We can set a walking machine.
There you go.
There we go.
Bring the gazelle in from the house and we can exercise.
Oh, I'm so excited.
We're them old school.
But we may not because we got to walk everywhere.
True.
So you're going to eat and walk.
Yeah. And you've been in subways and hold your nose in the subways. Just saying.
If I can avoid it, I not planning on being on a subway.
Pound for pound, Washington, D.C. has the best, like they're always clean, they're always
the
beautiful.
Metro is fabulous.
New York City?
New York is trash.
You're lucky if it doesn't smell like urine. That's
well, of course, because there's 8 million people.
Yeah, it is. So I if you can walk. The air's fresh.
Oh, absolutely.
Believe it or not. So thank you guys. Enjoy
Yeah, thank you.
See you. Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
It is 9:48. Based on the way this morning's going, I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm going to try to play some news and Hannity, your Dallas Cowboys, and some commercials and whatnot. Don't go away. You're listening to Mornings with Mike Winters.
With your Pecos Valley news updates, I'm Jared Sorello. The city of Artesia is reminding residents to please don't damage the trees in city parks in order to get pecans. The city says residents are welcome to pick up pecans off the ground, but please do not hit, pull on, or throw things into the branches to try and get pecans to come down. The city has teams that work very hard to make sure that the trees in the parks look their best. The team looking into whether the New Mexico State Fairgrounds will move or stay is now sharing their progress. The group will host a community meeting, hoping to hear the community's opinions. Planners are trying to get the public informed on what they've discovered about the fairgrounds property and the surrounding area so far. They say this is a crucial step in their work in determining the future of the New Mexico State Fairgrounds. You're up to date. I'm Jared Sorello reporting.
Your morning cup of Sean. This is the Sean Hannity Morning Minute.
The only reason that MBS is at the White House today, the only reason countries in the Middle East are willing to be a part of the solution, something they have resisted for decades in terms of this Israel and really radical Islamic conflict, is because all of those countries have been in fear of a nuclear-armed Iran, in fear of Iranian hegemony. The president began this in his first term, culminating in the Abraham Accords, and now he's got these countries that really want to transform and transition their economy away from just a completely energy, oil-based economy into new endeavors, and that's what they're doing. Do I completely trust a lot of these countries? I do not.
The conservative underground meets later today on the Sean Hannity Show.
Right now in Ukraine, with the war ongoing, elderly Jewish people are trapped in unbearable poverty. For example, Galina is a 96-year-old Holocaust survivor who has spent her life in the same village. She's now sick and alone, and now it's bitter cold. Like every day, she's got to decide whether to spend what little money she has on food, medication, or heating. Now, thanks to your generosity and the International Fellowship of Christians and Jews, you can bring hope to all of those in need. Your gift of $25 will help provide a food box packed full of life-saving essentials that will help feed an elderly individual, a Jewish person struggling just to survive. Don't delay. Your gift today will help provide these life-saving food and hope to people like Alina and many like her that are in desperate need. Rush your gift now. Call toll-free. It's 888-488-IFCJ. That's 888-488-IFCJ. Online, it's HannityForTheFellowship.org. That's HannityForTheFellowship, one word, .org.
With your Cowboys Report, I'm Christy Scales. How much difference can one player make for a beleaguered defense? For All-Pro defensive tackle Quinnen Williams, acquired at the trade deadline, the answer in his Cowboy debut Monday night left no doubt he's a game changer. Details after this.
Whether you're buying a home, looking for a partner to take care of your HR and payroll needs, or giving your employees the benefits they deserve, SWBC is here to help. From personalized home loans to a team of experts to help grow your business, SWBC is your partner. For your family, for your business, for your wins. Forward together. Visit SWBC.com to learn more.
SWBC Mortgage Corporation, NMLS number 9741, an equal housing lender.
Cowboys Nation is big because everything's bigger in Texas. And Reliant has the energy to power it all. From home field advantage to home sweet home, Reliant has Dallas Cowboys fans all across the Lone Star State covered for every electric moment this season and beyond. Reliant, proud to be the official energy provider of your Dallas Cowboys.
Reliant, PUCT number 10007.
Quinnen Williams is the All-Pro defensive tackle who made his Cowboys debut in Monday night's win in Vegas. He arrived just 2 weeks ago at the trade deadline. He made a huge impact with 1.5 sacks, 5 quarterback hits, and 2 tackles for loss. But he's also a veteran mentor to Donovan Ezeraku, who recorded the first safety of his career in the win. Williams loves the potential of this rookie.
A young guy who carries himself like a 12-year veteran. The things he can do when it comes down to rushing the passer, the physicality when it comes down to stopping the run, is unbelievable from a rookie especially, and then the sky's the limit for him, and I can't wait to be a part of his development and wait to be a part of his success for years to come.
Today on the practice field is game plan installation for Sunday's huge home tilt against the first-place Eagles.
Weather this hour brought to you by Southwest Bearing under new ownership. Custom solutions for your heavy equipment, hydraulic hoses, hose repair, bearings, seals, sprockets, belts, tools, fluids, and fittings.
I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton with your Pecos Valley weather. Pretty big low-pressure system moving through the area. We could get some showers today. We'll stay cloudy and fairly cool, 70 to 75 on the afternoon high. Overnight, some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms. We're in the low 50s, and then we get wet weather on Thursday. We'll be a lot cooler, too, 60 for the high. Showers and thunderstorms all day. Back to sunshine Friday. I'm meteorologist Steve Hamilton, and that's your latest forecast.
With the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason. Wall Street is recovering at least some of the losses from earlier this week while awaiting the latest earnings report from AI leader NVIDIA, due to report its earnings for the last quarter after the closing bell. Surging demand for its artificial intelligence chips helped it briefly top $5 trillion in total value. Target slid 1.9% after its third quarter profits tumbled, and the retailer said it expects its sales slump to extend through the crucial holiday shopping season. Lowe's jumped more than 5% after beating Wall Street's profit targets. Constellation Energy jumped 3.4% after the Department of Energy said it will loan $1 billion to help finance the restart of Constellation's nuclear power plant on Pennsylvania's 3 Mile Island. For the Wall Street Business Report, I'm Rich Thomason.
All right, Mr. Gobbles, it's that time of year again. Got any last requests? What? You want a smoking deal on a new Ford or pre-owned vehicle? Mucho dinero for your trade and your credit pardon? Well, you're going to have to go to Roswell Ford.
Hey, Roswell Ford is talking real turkey with our most aggressive offers in more than 5 years. Right now, get massive savings on new Fords and quality pre-owned vehicles with 0% financing and no payments till February 2026. Plus, if you're making payments on your current vehicle and want out early, Roswell Ford will do whatever it takes to help you escape from your trade. Even if you owe thousands more than it's worth, worried that your credit is a little foul? Roswell Ford has partnered with more aggressive lenders who will push to approve your credit, even if it's less than perfect. All roads lead to huge American-made savings and a better buying experience. Get on board at Roswell Ford, 821 North Main Street in beautiful Roswell. Call 575-623-3673 or online at roswellford.com.
0 APR for 48 months is $20.83 per thousand finance. Interest accrues from date of sale. Subject to lender approval. Unselect vehicles. Offers not combined.
Check out some of the pre-Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market. Select boxes of Duncan Hines cake mixes are 4 for $5, and select cans of Duncan Hines frosting are $1.98 each. In produce, snack-sized navel oranges are 4 for $1, and Jumbo Haas avocados are 99 cents each. In the meat department, honeysuckle white young turkeys are 99 cents a pound. Limit 1 per customer. Thereafter, $1.29 a pound. These are just some of the pre-Thanksgiving savings you'll find this week at your local Farmers Country Market.
Pecos Valley Broadcasting has immediate entry and experience level and radio and live stream video sales executive positions open in Artesia and Carlsbad. You'll work with our amazing team to build and maintain accounts and dive into advertising and marketing promotions. Experience in sales is preferred and bilingual opportunities are available. Base guarantee plus bonuses and commissions. Apply now. Email your details or resume to hireme@pvbcradio.com. Take your career to the next level with Pecos Valley Broadcasting, an equal opportunity employer.
Here's a Mornings with Mike Winters fun fact. 47.2% of all statistics are made up on the spot. Is this true? I'd say chances are about 50%. Here's Mike Winters.
Hey, good morning. It is 9:58. Got about a minute or two here before they kick me off the radio. Of course, if you missed any part of our show, I invite you to check it out at your leisure. Log on to ksvptv.com. Of course, we did have a few technical glitches today, so my apologies there. It's growing pains of a new automation system and finding out when it's doing its little quirks too. So my apologies there, but excuse me. We had Jim Ridgway from The Gig. Excuse me, hiccups. Join us to talk about his big Thanksgiving luncheon on the Chaves County Courthouse lawn here on Thanksgiving Day. Still looking for volunteers, donations, and, of course, inviting the community to come out and be a part. Is it for homeless? Yes. Is it for you? Yes. It's for everyone. It's for anyone that's hungry and wants to come out and join us. So we talked with them. We also played our interview we had with Katie Wright from the Chaves County Extension Office, talking about some of their upcoming events. Now's the time to sign up for that. And, of course, this hour we had the folks from the Roswell Chamber of Commerce join us, talking about upcoming events and getting us ready for the holidays here. Note they will be closed during Thanksgiving for the week next week. Speaking of closures, the Roswell Public Library, they're closed for another couple weeks here for renovations and remodelings going on over there. So they still have the book drop off and some of that stuff, but you can't go in there and check out books. And, of course, all their online services are still open there. So, all right, we got to go. That's 10 o'clock. Have an amazing day. We'll talk to you tomorrow.